All right. Ladies and gentlemen, just to clear things up, I think we are saying April 1st or the first weekend in April in this episode as the date for the Bunny Bar Hop. It is not that week. In fact, the date is March 25th. So in like 2 Saturdays. I believe the time is 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. We have the following participating pubs, bars, restaurants. We got Charlie's, we got Light the Lamp, we got Emil's, we got The Vine, we got Abel's, we got First Draft, we got Center Cut, Beer Bazaar. All these places in downtown Grayslake. Come out, have a great time. 6 to 10 o'clock, Saturday, March 25th. What?
You say The Vine?
I said The Vine. And if I didn't, I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go. Sorry, Mike. We'll keep you in there.
Yeah.
6 to 10 o'clock, Saturday, March 25th. Come support a great cause. You're helping the children of battered women. Bring some toys. Go to Dollar General. Go to Walmart. Spend $15-$20. Buy crayons, anything like, bubbles.
Toys, candy, yeah.
Coloring books, shit like that. Stuff you can fill an Easter basket with.
Nothing that can be perceived as violent, though. Like people bring like bubble guns or like squirt guns and stuff. You can't do that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Keep it wholesome. You're going to go to, it's basically a pub crawl. Whatever pub you go to first, you can pick up your passport there, drop off a toy, get a stamp. You get entered to win a bunch of cool prizes in a raffle that's done at the end of the night. Hit all the places up, get your name entered for a bunch of different prizes. Drop something off at each place. If you cannot get your passport at one of these bars, you can go to Rudolph's Furniture, come to Charlie's, hit my cousin up, Brendan, at any point. He'll gladly give you the passport or whatnot. If you have anything to donate as a prize, please hit Brendan up. Again, he's basically here at Charlie's every day. The flyer has a cell phone number on it. I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Again, you're gonna help out a bunch of kids, do a good thing, have a great time. It's always a fun time. Jay, I mean, I know you've done the bar hop a couple times.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. And bring every bar has a station for you to drop off toys and stuff. Some people go cheap and just drop off one little toy. You can do that if you want to, but it's just think about what you're doing. Like think about like how much better you can make Easter for how many kids. And you're entered to win a prize that's way more than I don't mean to say don't be a cheap ass, but don't be a fucking cheap ass. It's a fun event. It's for a good cause and it's a blast. You're gonna have a great time either way.
You come out, hang out with me and Patrick. Patrick, you're gonna come, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I know you're working, but you'll get here like halfway through it. We'll have a good time. Maybe.
Oh, I'll have a good time.
He's always having a good time.
That's for sure.
But again, Saturday, March 25th, 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. Come out, do a good thing, have a good time. And like I said in an earlier episode, I think I said it in the episode that's coming out now with Brendan. He said he did 350 was like the most he ever did. I promised him we'd do 500. If we don't get to 500, I am personally, financially liable to come up with that 500th, the 500th basket. So please come out, support the cause, and have fun. Let's go.
His life depends on it.
Yeah. How much does an Easter basket cost?
Yeah, well, you should have done that research before, buddy.
How much could an Easter basket possibly
How much does a promise cost, Evan?
But you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Baskets. 500 baskets this year. That's 500 kids who would normally not get anything for Easter that is going to get a basket full of toys, full of goodies, all that good stuff. Saturday, March 25th, 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. Be there or be
square,
not circle.
Yeah. Oh, that's cooler.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Is my dick burning?
God damn it, does my cock
You
itch.
guys ever piss green and thick?
We are look at this spot for me and check this out.
I had to ask the vet about my dog's wang today.
I thought you were going to say you had to ask the vet about your wang.
Yeah.
Like, hey, doc, check
Hey,
this
while
out.
I'm here.
I'm not really that kind of doctor, son.
I know I'm not a Doberman, but, just because you look.
Let me dial in some levels really quick. We'll start with Evan.
Hello.
Hello.
Penis, dick, cock, balls, ass, fuck, shit.
Big fat balls.
Perfect.
Big old balls.
I like
All
that
right.
he said penis, cock, balls.
He got
Love
it all out.
Love it.
There was nothing else
Love
I could say. He
Love it.
fucking ruined it.
All right. We are.
No, not you.
We are ready. Evan, go ahead.
All right.
Ass.
Can't do that when I'm about to go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording here at Charlie's Tavern in the heart of beautiful downtown Grayslake, Illinois. My name is Evan Rafferty. With me, as always, is Jay Clancy and Dr. Green Thumb himself, Patrick Whistler. Today, our guest is my cousin, Brendan Rafferty, the owner, or one of the owners of this fine establishment that allows us to do our shenanigans every week. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1,
2,
3, 4
Four
Shots
Shots
podcast.
And today we are drinking Jameson because Brendan said we could have some.
Yeah, that's
It's
perfect.
$6 a shot, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna make money off you assholes while you're here.
You might as well, dude.
It's-
We actually
it's
had better,
cheap rent,
actually
really.
had better Monday nights than when we were open. We're drunks here.
Yeah.
Ring in more when we're closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, you're guaranteed at least 16 shots by us. So.
Yeah.
And that's if we only do the ones that we record.
Oh fuck,
That's better
a-
than Monday Night Football.
What is that? Like $96 already? That's a good tab for pouring it for
Stop
yourself.
doing math, dude.
Yeah, I'd appreciate a
We'll
tip
just
every
pay
now and
for
again,
it.
asshole.
Yeah.
But, all right. So here we are. How was everybody's weekend?
Mediocre.
Yeah.
I'm going with Jay on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday I was super bored, but I just couldn't get off the couch, so I drank half a bottle of whiskey and watched Roadhouse.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because
Fuck
it,
yeah, dude.
it was on TV, and when it's on TV, why
You don't have
Why
to hear
would
the
you do
swear
anything
words.
else?
Yeah, perfect.
But,
you
yeah,
know?
classic movie.
And then Sunday I did, the traditional full work day at Mickey Finn's, 8 hours,
Did you
Well,
As a guest.
did you punch in on that one? Yeah, I was gonna
So
say.
I was there about 12:30 to 8:30. I had a breakfast and dinner there.
Nice.
No
But-
lunch? You skip lunch.
Yeah.
How
Well,
many
I
times,
had
how many
an,
times did you poop?
no, not there.
He doesn't poop. He doesn't poop.
You're
Um,
an at-home pooper too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Trust me, I'd rather.
Home field
Do it
advantage is
steering
important.
Definitely good.
Yeah.
poop at home.
Yeah,
You got to be comfortable with the walls around you.
yeah, exactly. And it's more fun with your pets, right?
You shit with your dogs.
I don't
Okay.
even know.
Okay,
So do you
I can-
shit in the
I can
yard?
relate. I can relate.
Your dog doesn't walk in when you're dumping. No.
Usually I try to close the door, but
They're like, hey, what are you?
Yes, it does. I'm sorry. I
Hey,
don't
why
want
do
to leave
I
you
have to
alone
do
on
that
this one,
outside?
I usually
but
go in to take a shit and my dog is in there already because there's a register on the floor that blows the heat out. She loves laying by that thing.
Oh,
So I'll be shitting and she'll just be staring at me.
I think mine like it because it's cold actually. Because ours is like in the middle of the room, the house with no register. They like to
lay on
hide
the
in
tile.
there and get cold. Yeah.
I can say shit. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. You
Yeah.
can say as long as you say earmuffs first, and then our young.
I would
then our
prefer
younger
if you
listeners-
said poop
All right,
and
well,
intercourse.
That actually brings me up to a point that I don't think we've addressed. This is meant for mature audiences.
Right. I was
So
gonna
Yeah.
say it's, we're in a bar.
If you're a child
sitting
listening to
on a table
this,
talking bullshit stories,
just
it's gonna have an F bomb.
yeah, go watch the Disney Channel.
Just
We're
making
not the
sure.
Disney
Just
Channel.
making sure.
Yeah, no, that's the great thing about the internet. You can pretty much say
Ass!
whatever you want.
Yeah.
And that's also the terrible thing about it is people can say and do whatever they want.
Balls.
But-
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jay, I was gonna say,
Shit.
Jay, you seem to be in a funny mood. How was
Yeah.
your weekend?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or no, how was your afternoon today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
it's
you
been
seem
great.
fucked up.
And
It's
your-
been
your
great.
Great Petey Pablo text.
No, I am on a bender. Actually, I have
couldn't tell.
I've been drunk for a while. I'm not going to
Yeah,
announce.
like 2 months.
Well, no, for like 15 years if you want to actually count it. But like
Thursday night,
Since
you
the
called the
leaves
bar
fell.
retards
If it's
on the
full blown
karaoke night.
alcoholism, is it actually? A
that wasn't
bender?
it.
No, no, that wasn't part of it.
No, it's
Yeah,
different
if you
now.
drink every day for like 15 years, are you really ever on a bender?
I was gonna say mine hasn't stopped for about 20. took a-
Well, I was
took
trying to be
brief
good for
year
a
off.
while.
I've been
I was
weaning
being
myself off
decent.
A day a week for the
I was
last
at
couple
4
of
drinks a
years. I'm
day
down to,
for a
like
while.
5 days a week, 4 days
Yeah,
a
I
week
can't
now.
just take one day off because I don't.
Yeah.
It's true. alcoholism.
Melatonin, man. Yeah.
Melatonin.
Yeah, it doesn't work either. Yeah.
Melatonin.
I'm an alcoholic, by the way. Hi, guys. My name is JC.
Yeah, wait. Is this the 4 Shots podcast? Is there?
I think the first time I realized I was an alcoholic was when I forgot about 2019 the entire year.
Oh man.
Or maybe 2020. I don't know
like
which
we're
year
going
it
into
was.
I feel like everybody forgot about 2020, so that doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
I
So I lost 2 years.
2020 was a great year.
Yeah, I
man.
loved 2020. It was awesome.
I read a lot of books.
I played so much golf I had to have back surgery. It's a true story.
Let's talk about it.
the only thing that you could do was go play golf. Even before they opened the golf courses, we got a floodplain behind our house, so we bought like these little nets that they sell online, and we basically set up like a par 3 course in this floodplain and park that was behind our house, and it was a way like where buddies could come over, and like we kept our distance. We were outside. We no one came in the house or anything. We still got to hang out and shoot the shit and drink a beer.
Fuck yeah.
The neighbors got all jealous, and then we just left the shit out there, and so they started playing by themselves out there. But once they opened up the golf courses, man, that's what we were doing. I remember the first weekend they opened them up in Wisconsin. We drove up there and had to go play up there for a week before they
I don't
opened in
think
Illinois.
Wisconsin never closed.
Yeah, it did not.
I think they did, because remember the governor like shut it down, and then like the
And then nobody
legislator went
listened,
back
though.
and opened
They
it
did.
up.
They did
Yeah.
for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They closed for 2 weeks, and then they reopened it. I guess like the Wisconsin Supreme Court, opened it up, and it
Overruled it.
never,
So yeah,
it never closed again.
it sucked though because you weren't allowed
The
to use golf.
Wisconsin Supreme Court. What a funny fucking sentence. It's just a bunch of guys drinking beer. They're like, nah, it's okay. It's fine.
COVID, nah.
They meet at the meat raffle every Sunday.
Whoever finishes their beer first gets to decide.
Yeah.
We had our daily 2:00 meetings here.
Nice, yeah. Just State of the Union, how the business is going. But yeah, eventually I got
State of the
a
Union.
pass at some golf course. There was a pretty shitty one up in the Antioch area, and it was like $300 all you can golf for the year. And so I was literally there every fucking day. Like it just, and then
I feel like pretty shitty in Antioch. Always in the same sentence.
yeah. But I don't know. It kind of sucked because I did get a herniated disc from it and ended up having to have surgery. So
That'll happen in
I
Antioch, too.
had that in high school.
I just stayed in
From
my
wrestling.
pajamas and drank for.
Oh man. Yeah. What kind
Well,
of?
I've been doing that for years, but...
Did you guys?
I put jeans on. No.
Oh, nice.
Were you guys
Good
making
call.
like any like weird drinks during COVID, like during the lockdown? Because I was making. I had this.
So many.
I had
So
this
many.
thing like, it was blue Gatorade. It was my version of a sangria. It was blue Gatorade, raspberry vodka,
Yeah.
Chardonnay, and then maybe like a little lemonade in there. And I would drink like 20 of these over a day, and just
I thought you meant making to sell.
no.
You
no,
were
no,
just
no.
making that for yourself?
That's what I was. Yeah.
You
like,
included Chardonnay for yourself?
Yeah, it was my blue homemade sangria. It was fucking delicious.
I'm sorry,
and horrible
I
at
didn't
the
mean to
same
laugh.
time.
Sounds nothing like sangria.
Yeah.
It does sound like something.
It
I
has
get
literally
up in the
zero
morning.
of the ingredients that a
sounds
sangria
It had
has.
Chardonnay.
It sounds like you made Boone's Farm at home.
I
Really.
have a terrible,
Blue's a fruit. Blue's a
terrible
fruit.
experience
Yeah.
with Gatorade and
Blue.
vodka.
Gatorade. Yeah.
What are you
They call
drinking,
it-
man?
I,
I'm
they call that
drinking
riot
blue.
There's literally a blue
this was-
Boone's
this was
Farm
like
that looks
2000
just like that.
2013 or so. The Blackhawks were in the Stanley Cup hunt or whatever, and I think it was Friday or Saturday night. Game was on, but the night before I had bought one of those like 64 ounces of Gatorade.
Yeah.
Dumped half of it out and poured a bottle of vodka in it.
Smart.
Well, it was smart until the next day when I was
Yeah.
too hungover and didn't remember because the night before
And then you
what
went
I
to.
did. No, I went to a friend's house to watch the game, and he's like, "I got vodka, just bring a mixer." So I was like, "Oh,
Perfect.
grab the
So you
Gatorade."
brought
I
vodka?
have it.
Yeah.
For
I got
some
this
reason,
full
the seal is
64
broken,
ounces of
but-
Gatorade, and I'm fucking, I pour myself a little vodka and pour some Gatorade in there. I'm
That already had
sitting down,
vodka
and
in
it. And I'm going, shit, this is fucking strong. I got to dilute it. So I went and got more Gatorade, which had vodka in it. And this went on like 4 or 5 times before my friend took the bottle of Gatorade and drank out of it. He's like, there's vodka in this already. I'm like, oh shit, I did pour that vodka in there last night. I was smashed by the second period.
Oh man. Yeah, that's from Always Sunny episode. They call it the riot punch or whatever. He's like grain, alcohol, and Gatorade mixed together. Oh. No, I had a weird and fun weekend. At work, it was pretty weird. I had 2 instances. Like One was a lady I had to kick out for being drunk, and it was weird because at first, like, she's sitting there, like, kind of kissing on this guy, and it looked like the guy was kind of like, I thought it was like his girlfriend at first, but then he kind of shot me a look like,
Help.
save me.
That's not my girlfriend.
And so, like, the next thing I know, she's like,
that's not my girlfriend eyes.
she's like kissing him on the cheek, and it looks like she like goes for his junk, like with her hand, and he stands up and just like kind of walks away, and I'm like, all right, no, like this isn't his girlfriend. So I walk over there, and I'm just like she had just shown up too. She'd been there like just a couple minutes. I'm like, ma'am, like, I think you got to go. Like, you're obviously like, can't be here anymore. And she's like, why? And like, she's like, it's so sad that you're kicking me out. I'm like, I know, but there's other places, if they let you in, you can go down the street or whatnot. And she's just like, well, can you take me down the street? And I was just like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, there's the door. Have a great night. Be safe. Get an Uber, But she was a little, like, and that was early. That was like a 5:30 kick
right.
out.
You walked her down the alley.
Oh, wow.
Handy.
Yeah.
What's
I'll
the
take you down
subtext
there.
here, man? Yeah.
And then later that night,
Old fashioned.
like we got a band playing, and it was the weirdest thing in the world. This guy just starts going like, security, 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 like this old guy. And there's like, he's probably like 60 or so. And there's like 3 like 20-something-year-old dudes like around him. So I go like walking over. I'm like what's the problem? Like, what's going on? The guy's like, make sure they paid their tab. And I'm like, what? And he's like, just make sure they pay their tab. They're trying to leave it with their tab. And I look at the kid. And the kid's like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, all right, hang out here for a second. Go back behind the bar, talk to the bartender. I'm like, these guys pay their tab? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go back out and I like look at the kid. I'm like, you guys are good. You paid. And the kid's like, I don't know. The guy's just yelling at me. He's like, I just want to make sure I paid. I'm like, yeah, no, you paid. And I look at the guy. I'm like, what seems to be the problem? He's like, well, like, I'm standing here. These kids say they don't have the $5 to get his buddy into like the door. So I give him $5. And then the next thing I know, they order drinks, but they don't have the $5 to get in the door. And then like they're leaving. And I'm like, well, yeah, they didn't have the $5 cash to get in the door, but they had a credit card to pay their tab. And he's just like, well, I don't know. I don't trust them. Go check. And I'm like, dude, just enjoy your drink. Have a good night. Like, we know what we're doing here. Like, trust me. Like, it's going to be okay. Like, go back to your group. Like, hang out. Like, thank you for giving him the $5 to get his buddy in and pay and shit.
We get a lot of that here. A lot of people, like regulars, like think they can police the place. Or,
Yeah.
Dude, people
we were
leaving their credit cards here. That's the funniest fucking shit. Like,
we don't take credit cards.
You're right.
That's the
It's a
funny
cash bar.
Yeah.
So, like, people come back and they're like, did I leave my credit card here? I'm like, no. Like,
well, then
Not sure what you swiped it in, but
and even most places that do, like, I know for us, like with our POS, like our sales system, like, you just got to swipe the card to register it and it's authorized, and you give it right back to them. And it's made like that
right,
specifically for that purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
So when people freak out, I'm just like, just check your pocket. And they're like, no, fuck that. They never gave it back. I'm like, dude, just like check your pocket. Here it is.
So if you're a regular, they don't necessarily ask for your card. Cause like,
do you know that from experience?
Yeah.
Well, also like we
so
have
this morning I went and I was like, I have this fucking thing where like I never forget to pay, but I don't really remember
not paying.
And I just
like, I've got 4 credit cards.
It's anybody's ball game at this point.
I woke up this morning and went and looked at my credit card and it was like, oh, Square, okay, did pay, okay, all right.
I had a guy come in on Saturday night and he's like, hey, we left our card here. And I was like, oh, what do you got, a fucking mouse in your pocket? What do you mean we? He's like, my wife left her card here. I'm like, all right, cool. And like,
Is that light lamp?
Yeah, light lamp out here. And so I'm looking
what
through.
are you doing taking credit cards, man?
Right. Well, just to see.
Just to see if they come back.
The people that are insistent.
I am expensive.
I used my card here last night. I know it's there. I'm like, well, you know what? We don't have a credit card machine to use.
Yeah.
Where'd you use it?
I get both people who call about
he-
their lost card and then people who like leave their wallet or card at my business and just like never call.
Well, yeah, we were talking
it
about
or
that. People that
anything.
lose shit at places, it just drives me fucking crazy. I had a lady, she came back, like, we're like cleaning up, locked the doors, and she's like knocking on the door. I open it up. I'm like, can I help you? And she's like, I think I dropped my bag of weed back there. And I was just like,
nope, no, you didn't.
I was like, if you did.
Yeah, the cooks found it, and it wasn't that
I'm
good.
like, I know it's gone. Like,
Oh,
it's not
man.
going to be there. Like, have a good night. Like,
We teach like a learned homebrew class at work, and one of them's like 7 to 10 p.m. on a Thursday. And I came in the next day and go to open the door, and I looked down on the rug by the back door, and there's just like a dime baggie full of like some crystal shit. I bet it was like.
Did you
do it?
Threw it in the garbage.
I bet it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
I think it was Molly.
I think it was.
It might have been just regular salt, but I had to check.
Imagine just like going rolling to like a homebrew class.
Oh man, I had worked at this bar in Colorado, and it was a dance club. And on Tuesday nights, they would turn it into like 70s night, and people would dress up. I mean, like these are like the 1%ers, fucking rich ass motherfuckers in Aspen going out, cocaine everywhere, whatever. I was naive. I was like 19, 20 years old, and I was a bar back. And at the end of the night, all the bartenders they'd have me go around and check all the couch cushions and think, yo, look for yellow post-it notes, look for yellow post-it notes. So I go searching through, and I'd have a handful of these fucking post-it notes. And the first time, I'm like, gave it to the bartenders. They crack them open. It's cocaine, just a shit ton of cocaine, and people just drop out of their pocket or lose in these couches and the lounge areas and stuff.
Damn.
These guys just dump it on the bar and start fucking ripping lines. I'm like,
you have no idea what it is.
You can't do that
like,
today.
No,
definitely
not.
This is like 2000.
Can't get away with that anymore.
Yeah. I only know what it smells like.
Fuck yeah, you
find
something these days and it's half fentanyl.
You can't pick something off the ground these days and ingest it.
Yeah, you can.
Well, Jay, you'll ingest it.
There was I had a bunch of buddies that worked at a music venue.
Like a Hoover.
You were last night.
Oh.
I had a bunch of buddies that worked at this music venue in Colorado, and if you started smoking like joints or anything like in the crowd, like their bouncers would come and take your like joint and stuff from them, and then when they would close down,
you can't do that.
They would just come over and give it to like our staff. They'd be like, "Here's like 10 joints we confiscated." I'm like, "Oh, thanks very much."
Right.
That happened to me in Vegas, but I don't know if I'm not gonna say who it was, but a friend of mine's in a pretty big band, and we were at they played in the House of Blues.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson. Yeah.
Squirrel Nut Zippers, isn't it?
I haven't heard that name.
The D and the A and the M and the A and the T and the
we're at the House of Blues in Mandalay Bay, and
Robert
they had
Foster.
a little after party upstairs in this like lounge that House of Blues has at the top floor of Mandalay Bay, whatever. So they got literally above the room where the guy like shot everybody at that country festival. But so we go up there, and I got a fat joint, and I'm like, we gotta smoke this, and my buddy's in the band. He's like, hell yeah, let's go out here. And so we go out on the little rooftop terrace, and there's like a velvet rope blocking it, and there's a big security guard at the door. And I said, hey man, can we go outside and smoke this? And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Opens the door for us. So we go outside, we're on the balcony, we're smoking this joint. He comes out, and he goes, let me hit that. Or I thought he said, let me hit that. But he was saying, let me get that. So I gave him the joint. And he's like, you guys can't be fucking smoking this. It's illegal, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's Vegas. It's legal. And he's like, not on bank property because banks own the casino.
Yeah.
So it's federal
so it's all the federal stuff.
It's completely illegal to smoke weed in the casino in Vegas.
Last time I was out there, they told me that. I'm like, where's the dispensary? And he's like, over there. But he's like, you can't bring that shit in here. I'm like, don't worry. I won't.
So I'm confused now.
Did.
This guy, I'm like, I asked you if we could go outside and smoke this, like I'm like, and you said it was okay, and he's like, I thought it was a cigarette, blah blah blah. So now I'm with this guy who's in a big band that was hired to play at the Mandalay Bay, and the security guard's calling the cops out. They're holding us and calling the cops. And he's got the joint on this like hostess stand thing, and we're just standing there like. I'm feeling like a total asshole now because I'm getting.
You're gonna ruin this concert for everybody.
Well, no, the concert had already happened, but these guys,
it was already ruined.
They're like
by somebody else.
Their tour bus and go to Nebraska and go to their next show, or they were taking off. And now his wife's freaking out, and she's fucking giving me the devil eye, like you're never coming to another shows there again. I'm like shit, So I'm like. Telling the guy, I'm like, it was mine. It was all mine. I'll take the heat. Yeah, Jay, slow down.
Yeah, dude, that is not going to be your next shot.
It's going to be all four.
That's a two-parter.
Fine.
So I'm freaking out, and I'm trying to tell the guy, like, hey, I'll take the blame for it. Like he didn't. It was my joints, my weed. Let this guy go. I don't want to get him in fucking trouble. Now my buddy's pissed off, and he's like, motherfucker, look, he pulls out his band. He's like, you guys hired me. You paid me to play here. I'm an artist here. You got to understand this is like what we fucking do.
Yeah.
And so he's like getting in this guy's face now. And I'm like, fuck, now this is not going to work out good. Well, this other bouncer comes up and he sees us and he sees the joint sitting on the little hostess stand and he just grabs it, walks right out the exit.
There goes the evidence.
There goes the evidence. So now we're like,
That's
what joint? And turn around and this random dude just saved our ass, you know?
Nice. He probably just overheard it and was like, what the fuck?
Well, he knew it was stupid.
Nice.
He knew it was just overly ridiculous.
Sir, how many pots have you smoked today?
3 weeds.
But yeah, so I also had a fun night last night. I took the day off of work. My foot feels like it's broken because of that, though, because I went and saw Adam Sandler at the United Center last night in concert, and it was fucking awesome. But as they're herding you in, some drunk stepped on my fucking foot with 6-inch stilettos.
Was she fat?
No, but she was hammered. She like I said sorry, and then realized my foot felt like it was about to fall off. And I look at her like, what the fuck? And she's just like a deer on ice, just walking down the hallway, like just didn't even realize she stepped on my foot. Like, so right now I have a giant bruise in the middle of like the top of my foot. But saw Sandler last night. Absolutely crushed.
Good?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so good, you know?
No, he's really funny. I mean, people talk shit about Adam Sandler, but like,
Well, I'm not going to lie. I
He's the
mean,
best.
he made a string of pretty shitty movies. Like,
No, they're great.
not all
but
of
he
them.
made a
like the
string of money off of
Oh,
those,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
So
I
like,
love the
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Dude, you'll never convince me that Hubie Halloween was a good movie. Sorry. Just
no,
Yeah, that
I mean,
movie does suck.
Jack
but-
and
Not a
Jill
good
was
one.
terrible. Like, there's some terrible ones. I mean, but for every terrible one, he's got a classic. Like, you know,
And he's-
Now, what do you guys
Madison.
think about Little Nicky?
I love Little Nicky.
Me
That's
too.
movie.
Love
a
it.
fucking classic.
Yeah.
Love
Popeye's
it.
chicken
Popeye's
is the
chicken.
shit.
I love
Popeye's
Mr.
chicken's
Deeds
fucking
too.
awesome.
I
Dude,
love
the
Mr.
cast
Deeds.
in that movie too is fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Mr. Deeds is great.
How about
Deeds
Punch
is
Drunk
awesome.
Love? Have you guys seen
That's a
Punch
good one.
Drunk
Yeah.
Love?
That's a good one.
Spanglish? We talked about
That's
Spanglish.
where
That's
he's a
great.
chef. Yeah,
First Dates is
Wow.
cute.
What's his fucking name that's dead that's in Punch Drunk Love? The mattress salesman. Fuck, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like
Yeah.
one of the best scenes in any movie ever.
Um,
I could just
But
play
dude,
that on YouTube
Sandler
at my
lately
desk
too has
and
been
crack up.
killing dramas. Like he did
Dude,
that
Uncut Gems was
Yeah.
fucking great. I know people
Intense.
hated that.
I
but,
thought it was all right.
Dude, I smoked
Very
a pack of
intense.
cigarettes during that movie. Like when he's screaming at the girlfriend and like fighting on the show, I was like, I gotta go outside real quick. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Too close to home or what?
I felt,
No, actually.
that's how I felt about Punch Drunk Love. Just angry. I'm just angry all the goddamn time, and I don't know what to do with it.
I didn't approve these charges on my card.
It's bullshit.
We're gonna have to turn his mic down a little bit. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, Mike.
No more late night podcast.
Yeah.
If that's the worst that happens,
Just when you do that, just back up a little bit. You're
Yeah.
good to go.
There you go.
sorry.
He's wearing fucking earphones.
I'm sorry, man. I do feel bad about that. Like I said, I'm sorry. It's like Punch Drunk Love.
But
I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it.
no, the show was great though, and his stand up was really good. He did his goofy like Adam Sandler bits that were actually hilarious. He kind of had
Did he do any of his old stuff, or was it?
no, a little bit. You know, like he mixed some shit in. Like, you know, he played a little bit of the Hanukkah song in with some other old songs as he went into like the Farley song, which I'm not gonna lie, when he played the Farley song, I was
So the whole
crying.
place just wet. in
Dude.
tears?
Everybody around me was just crying. I grabbed the lady and I was like, I think I'm gonna start crying, like, because I knew it was coming.
Say the lady.
Yeah.
I grabbed the lady.
Yeah.
She's not the lady if she's 20 years younger than you.
It's not 20.
If you
man.
The
start
gal?
saying the old ball and chain, man.
It's not 20. It's
Whatever.
19.
Whatever.
Come on.
Whatever.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, dude.
I can't talk, so.
Everybody
All
everybody
right.
in the
Yeah. Of all people to call him out.
everybody in the
If
place
you
was
add them up,
crying.
they're my age.
Jesus.
Let's not get off topic here.
All right.
But
We're already off
speaking of
topic.
not off topic, but I guess I wanted to ask this: what was like the median age at this? So it was probably people your age and older.
yeah, I would think I was probably on the younger side. Like, there's definitely a lot of like people older than me. He did a thing where he's talking. He's like, how many people are over 50 and cheer. And it was probably half and half over 50 and under 50. He did another bit where he was picking people out of the crowd, and one of them was he had to find someone over 70, and it took him a minute to find someone, but finally there was a lady that he found in the way back that was over 70. But yeah, it was just weird.
Those Social Security checks don't get those front row seats.
Yeah, no. But it was just weird,
Right.
crying in a comedy show, because it was really funny. Rob Schneider opened up. Rob Schneider killed. He did 15 minutes. Sandler did 2 hours. Murdered. I didn't realize it, but it was actually the first show on the tour. But yeah, it was great. Went over to Rinaldi's West, where Ryan, my brother, works, and got some dinner beforehand, and had a little honey sopacetta pizza and some shots and stuff.
What was that again?
Honey sopacetta.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds fancy.
Started off there and then went back there afterwards, but it was a great night. Besides me getting my foot broken. But
Yeah.
have you guys ever heard of Fly on the Wall podcast? It's Dana Carvey and David Spade.
No.
Nope.
No, but
Check it out
sounds like
because
I
they
should.
did a 25 anniversary. It's been 25 years since Farley died, and so they did
Yeah.
a memorial to him.
1997. Yeah.
and they had all these
Those
people
guys
on.
both kind of annoy the shit.
Dana Carvey.
And David
Dana
Spade.
Carvey
Oh my
is
God.
annoying. David Spade is a great joke writer,
What are
but
you
he's
guys
not.
talking about?
He's not.
I find
he's
them
not
both
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah.
David Spade is not.
Well,
As an
anyway,
actor, funny,
Okay, well,
but
don't watch their other
His
episodes.
joke
but they-
writing is fantastic.
All right, let's just.
He's an
ignore
innovator.
that
I feel
Tommy
like in
Boy's
the
the
right
best
setup,
movie of
they're
all
funny.
time.
Yeah.
You know?
Black Sheep is up there.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Joe Dirt fan.
Yeah.
Just like David Spade's comedy.
Joe
it's just dry.
Dirte.
I don't know.
It's free.
Don't try to church it up.
But no, it was great. And
Is this queer?
Is this queer? if you haven't listened to it though, check out their memorial to Farley, in his 25 years since he died. They have
Yeah, it sounds.
all these different people on there, and it's from anyone from his brothers and his mom to the guy who was their PA when they were making Tommy Boy. It was a 21-year-old kid who had to fucking follow Farley around and make sure he didn't get in trouble when Farley was 22.
Yeah.
Sandler's on there, Kevin Nealon, John Love. It's really definitely worth the listen just because it's so fucking good.
No,
And I mean, I feel like everybody, especially around here in Chicago, loves Farley.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Sandler was
Proud
talking,
boy of Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sandler was talking about
Right here.
coming to Chicago to meet Farley and stuff, and it was a great show. The guy who was his piano player DJ, it was from.
They weren't Second City. Were they?
So no, well Farley was Second City.
He got kicked
Sandler-
out, right?
No, Bob Odenkirk brought him to SNL. So they talk about a lot of shit about Bob Odenkirk bringing him over because Odenkirk was a Chicago.
Better Call Saul guy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Have you
Yeah.
ever watched what was his HBO show back in the day? Mr. Show.
Mr. Show.
Great
It's
show.
David
It's a great
Cross and Bob
show.
Odenkirk. It's fucking. Bob Odenkirk wrote for
I'll have
to
SNL
check that
for
one out.
David
forever.
Cross is
great.
fantastic, by the way.
It's
Yeah,
Shout out
Mr.
to David
Show is
Cross.
fucking hilarious.
Or David.
Cross. Or
Okay.
Spade.
You can't shout out if you don't know their last name.
Right. But definitely check
That's
that
why
out
I'm
if you
trying to
haven't.
figure it out.
And
David Cross.
yeah, I think that will be the end of segment 1 and time for shot number 2. So cheers.
Shabbat shalom.
cheers.
And that's 4 and 5.
Yeah, we're gonna have to change this to 8 shots, I think.
You could have had it all.
Is that what you sang karaoke?
No, I sing Lizzo
Yeah. Adele got skinny.
or Conte Partiro.
That's a good song.
We do kill that.
That's
we
a
do
good
kill
song.
that.
We do a duet.
All right. It is time for section 2 of the 4 Shots podcast. We are here with Brendan Rafferty, my cousin, one of the owners of this fine establishment that we record from every week. I was just kind of talking about that Adam Sandler concert last night. And I had one experience there that drives me crazy every time it happens. When you go to an event, whether it's a concert, comedy show, sporting event, and you get that asshole behind you that just talks the whole time and doesn't shut the fuck up. But not only that, the shit they're saying doesn't make sense. Like Sandler last night, just as a quip, he was like, you guys don't like ketchup. He's like, I love ketchup on my hot dogs. And this girl behind me is like, me too. Like, I do that. And he's
Let's talk about it the whole time,
Yeah.
even though there's a guy on stage.
And then he said something like, he's like, people in Chicago only say welcome when people don't say thank you. He's like, you know, if people say thank you, you're like, yeah, right on, you know, all right, you know, no problem. He's like, but if they like don't, if you hold the door open and then they don't say thank you, then you go, you're welcome, you know. And she's like, oh my God, I do that.
It's
And I'm
so
just like,
true.
shut the fuck up. Like, I don't need to hear you.
That's
I mean,
fair.
the other one is,
I think it's worse when you got the asshole in front of you that's 6'6".
oh yeah. I mean, I got a buddy. I talked about him before. Like, he's 6'8", 6'9", like 300, 400 pounds, and like he won't go to like sporting events except for at Wrigley. He's from Colorado, and the only sporting events he goes to is he'll come out for my birthday and we go to a Cubs game, but because we can sit bleachers, and you can go wherever you want, and it's the bleacher seating, so we just go to like the back, so he's not in someone's way. And he takes up the back 2 rows, and we just hold down that spot. And, like, it's actually very considerate of
It's
him.
like aggressively conscientious.
Yeah, but, I mean, he doesn't want to be a dick about it, Like,
That's
it's cool.
fair.
But, I don't know. My roommate, he's got badass Bears tickets. Like, badass Bears tickets. And the only problem is there's this fucking...
Is there such a good thing?
Such a thing as, like, good Bears tickets?
Yeah, is there
No,
a good
bad
Bears ticket?
ass
Yeah.
Bears tickets.
I mean, they're getting good seats, but this guy behind him who's got season
Well, the
tickets
seats might be good.
is always
Yeah.
just drunk, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Like I play college football, so I kind of know I coached a little bit too, and like I know what I'm talking about a little bit. But this guy, like I remember one time it was like 4th and 1 on the 2-yard line. Like they only needed to get a yard to get a first down, 2 yards to get a touchdown, and they go to kick the field goal. And everyone's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And the guy's just like, "No, get points on the board. Get points on the board." They kick the field goal. The guy's
They're
like,
down by 65
No.
points.
And they missed
They
it.
missed the field goal, and the guy's still just like points on the board, points on the board. I'm like, they fucking missed it. Like like shut the fuck up. Like he's just one of those dudes. He's always just like shouting out shit that like he heard some like sportscaster say, and it just drives me crazy. Even at concerts, you get those people like,
I can do my Joe Buck impression right now if you want.
let's hear it.
I suck. Well, there's
Nailed
points.
it.
There's points, and there's teams, and there's I'm Joe Buck.
They're like, everyone hates Joe Buck. What should we do?
Let's
Yeah,
have him
hire him for
announce-
everything.
Yeah, let's have him announce the NHL. Like,
Shout out to Fox
terrible
Sports
idea, yeah.
for signing the worst fucking person.
I actually
And-
like Joe Buck.
Joe,
He's one of those
really?
Fuck
Stupid
is
face
wrong
guys.
with you?
Joe Buck
I
sucks.
don't think he's
Troy
on Fox
Aikman
anymore.
sucks. They both suck.
Just
Yeah,
horrible.
Troy
they're
Aikman's a
terrible.
fucking
His
moron.
voice
I like
is
Aikman.
just terrible.
I
Oh,
fully
he's
disagree on the
he's
Troy
abrasive.
Aikman thing. I think Troy Aikman gets a bad rap.
Wow.
I think him and Chris Collinsworth both.
I remember watching
All right,
a
Mike.
game and
Chris
Troy Aikman's like,
Collinsworth
"Oh,
sucks.
that was a fumble," and I'm looking at him like, "No, it."
Troy Aikman
We
sucks
can all see
too.
it.
All right. Well, this part of the segment seems to be going nowhere, so I'm going to bring up a new segment
Yeah.
that we're doing, and that is
Thanks, Jay.
Jay Clancy tells us a bar joke.
All right. Fuck. Well, that's some pressure.
Yeah.
But
Not like your belt.
I didn't know we were just coming
That's
out here and
fair.
hurting feelings.
You
That's
said bar
fair.
jokes. You
I
said
am
bar
fat.
jokes.
I am fat.
That is a good bar joke.
You could come back with not.
And
like
we're done.
Okay. You got one for us? I know you got a bunch of them. Come on.
Oh yeah. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
I know this, but what?
I've never paid $100 to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
I like that you knew you were gonna fuck that up, so you took your
Yeah.
time. Like,
Yep.
like,
I like the 1-900 number voice.
I got
Yeah,
more
my
of them.
face.
I have more of them. Call 1-800-Jay
all
Clancy.
right, we'll save the rest of them for the next episode.
Oh, okay. Well, you asked me. I
know.
didn't ask
We're
you.
just gonna do one.
You asked me.
We're gonna do one an episode.
Oh, okay. All right. I get it now. But you asked me for the record.
Okay, and we're gonna keep going from there. But Brendan, one thing that I wanted to talk to you about is every year you do the Bunny Bar Hop down here in downtown Grayslake, and I know you raise a bunch of money for a really good charity, and so just kind of give us the overview on that, what goes on and everything like that.
Well, we don't really raise a bunch of money. We raise a bunch of toys and shit.
Product, yeah.
There's a women's abuse shelter. I'm not going to say the name of it, but especially after COVID, You know, a lot of domestics went up and stuff. These women are basically in hiding. It's like the protective custody
from like abusive relationships
and stuff. So these women can't go out and shop and just do normal things that a single mom would be able to do.
Right.
So I had a woman reach out to me about 10 years ago and asked, you know, I do a lot of other different events and stuff, philanthropy wise, but she reached out to me and says, "Is there anything you think you could do for us for Easter?" So I just I was like, "Yeah, we'll make some Easter baskets or whatever." So what we do is basically every bar in town here, which I think there's 8 of them now.
Yeah.
But we set up a person at each bar, and what you do is you go to Dollar General, spend $10, get coloring books, crayons, yo-yos, stuffed animal, whatever shit you would put in an Easter basket for a kid.
Yeah.
And you go to each bar, and if you drop off a donation, you get a stamp on your little punch card. Then you turn that punch card, and you can win various different prizes from local businesses, such.
Yeah. And it's kind of just like a pub crawl, right? Like where you hit each place up.
It's a pub crawl. You kind of go to each bar as you want and donate your toys or whatever. And the last year I think we did 350, a little over 350 Easter baskets.
Easter basket, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was huge.
That's awesome.
It was huge.
There's 350 kids that are getting something that they might not.
They would have not had. Yeah, they would have not had. They really appreciate the organization is awesome. Like I said, I've been working with them for about 10 years. And at first, like, the place is so secretive, like they wouldn't let me drop the shit off. Like they would come here and bring a van,
for sure.
and I would fill up their van and they'd take it to site. But after doing it with them so many years, they let me go on site, and so I got to see the kids and stuff. And
that's cool.
It was rewarding as hell.
Yeah, and I know like you do a lot of other stuff, like you were saying, like your stuff with the skate park and everything like that. Definitely like helping out, give kids like something to do and everything like that. But that's always good work. Are you planning on doing another bar hop this spring or whatever?
I'm thinking probably first Saturday in April, the week before Easter.
Cool.
Usually gives them enough time gives us, because once we get all this stuff, I mean, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items.
Yeah.
And so we take that all to Rudolph's in the warehouse, and my mom and dad to get involved, and they like to sort everything out, and then.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the operation you guys got going on.
Bring it all here on a Monday night when we're closed. Actually, we were open most of the times we've done it, but bring it all here, and a lot of the regulars come in, and we all just start stuffing Easter baskets and.
Very cool.
But it's definitely a good cause. It's a good time, good excuse to go out and have a little fun. Like I said, you spend $10 and you could win. I've given out TVs. I've given out hundreds of dollars in gift cards. There's all kinds of stuff that people donate.
Very cool. And then, do people need to like buy tickets for this or like?
No tickets. Like I said, go spend $10 at Dollar General or whatever, Walmart.
And then you can just show up and go from bar to bar.
Yeah, get your little passport and you get it stamped at each place.
And then if say there's like local businesses, especially any other like local bars, breweries around Lake County, they want to like hit you up, make a little donation. Do they just hit you up personally or?
Yeah, most everybody in Lake County knows how to find me.
They know where you're at every night.
It's kind of scary. But yeah, hit me up if you have a business that's interested in donating or personally want to donate something. We're always looking for any sort of prizes we can give for the participants. Or if you just want to come out and have a good time, like I said, you'll spend $10, $15 at Walmart, get some crayons and shit, and come out and drink with us in downtown Grayslake.
And do a nice thing for a kid, right?
Yeah, you don't even know you're doing a nice thing.
Yeah, I know. I've definitely come out for I think like 2 of them. I've only been back in town for about 6 years, but I think I did 2 of them out here, and it was a great time. Especially at one time, it was like almost 80 degrees on a Saturday, and so we were jumping around. It was great, wearing shorts and t-shirt and stuff like that. It's kind of that first nice weekend of the summer.
It brings out a lot of people. A lot of people show up for it. It's a good vibe. Everybody's busy. All the businesses do well. Everybody's happy. So it's good for everybody.
Yeah.
So and again, like I said, it's a cause that you don't even realize and you don't even know. It's secretive, but
and it's one of those things where, like you're saying, like unless someone told you about it, you wouldn't even think that that's actually like an option.
Right? Yeah. Like the first year I did it, it was like, okay, so I made all these 200 Easter baskets or whatever. And donated them, and then that was it. I didn't hear anything. But then about a month later, I get this giant manila envelope sent to me at Rudolph's Furniture, and it's a bunch of handmade, like cardboard, cards that all the kids made to the Easter Bunny, thanking me for.
Oh no shit.
For like, I got an Easter basket this year. Like, it fucking gave me tears, man. Like,
I was gonna say, I'm tearing up a little bit.
It was pretty cool. So I was
That's
like,
emotional shit. Yeah, dude.
I was like, shit, I gotta do this again. You know.
Right.
All right. Well,
now you're stuck.
Yeah. So I think I'm shooting for April 1st. So if you guys are listening, April 1st, come on out downtown Grayslake. Bring some crayons and yo-yos.
And like we said, if you have a business or anything and you're able to sponsor or whatever, let's raise as much money. Let's make this one the best one.
We'll take all help.
And you said last year you did about over 350 baskets.
Yeah,
which
was crazy because
or...
they wanted me to shoot for like 250 because that's the amount of kids they had, and then COVID happened, and they almost doubled in kids.
Yeah.
And because imagine being in that situation, but then stuck at home with someone.
Yeah.
You know, you're
a lot of
quarantined at home with your spouse.
Instead of seeing someone for 2 hours, 3 hours a night, you're seeing them for
all day long.
Yeah.
Not that we're condoning any of this.
Yeah.
No,
don't
but that's fucking tough, dude.
At the end of the day, it's a great cause, and it really is.
And you're helping out kids, which I mean, like that's just there's nothing better than that. Like if you can help out kids, and especially kids that are in a shitty situation, a tough situation, that they're in there by no fault of themselves. They're in this situation.
Right. They're stuck in a crappy spot.
They're probably not in their school they were at. They're not in their house they're at.
The past 2 years, I got to go and like actually see them hand it all out and stuff. And you know, when you're making an Easter basket, you don't know whether it's for a boy or a girl or whatever. So you kind of put a little of everything in there. And I was kind of worried about that. And then when I went, you know, they gather all these kids in this giant gymnasium. And then the kids open their baskets, and then they're trading and mixing, switching things out and stuff. So the kids get to hang with each other and learn about sharing.
Well, it creates more of a, like
it's a friendly environment where they get something. And
so what like last year you said you did just over 350. Like, is that the most you guys have done? Was that
was the biggest we've did? Yeah.
All right, this year, this will probably come out sometime in March. Like right before the hop, and then we'll have you on again.
Let's make it bigger
before the hop to like promote it that week of. But yeah, if we did 350 last year, we got to do
400 is easy.
No, I don't. I'm not shooting low. I aim big, Brendan. Aim for the stars, because if you land in the clouds, you're all right.
You're not the one that has to drag these boxes full of friends around. No, all joking aside, I have plenty of help. Got a lot of good friends that help out.
But no, I'd say 500. We're going 500.
Wow.
If we can do that, because I have in years past, I have like exceeded the amount of kids with baskets.
Yeah.
And then there's actually a couple of different churches. There's a couple of churches that have taken the excess.
The excess?
Yeah, and so it's gone to a good spot.
So I will make this
so
promise.
It doesn't go to waste.
No,
right?
none of it.
No matter what you donate, it all goes to good.
Do we have a date? Is there
He's
a date?
saying first week in April.
April 1st, I think.
Yeah,
Saturday.
April 1st.
And I'll make this promise right now. If we, everybody better come out and we better hit 500. But if we don't, I guarantee we'll make 500. I'm saying it right now.
All right.
I guarantee.
I bet you $100 we don't.
I guarantee.
I'm gonna take that $100. I'm gonna take that $100 and buy a couple more baskets.
All I need to do is get that Oriental Trader magazine, man. That thing's gold.
Do you put
that's
stuff
actually where
on,
we get the basket.
you put stuff out on like social media, that kind of thing, to promote? Or
No, I don't advertise at all.
The whole town knows about it, though. The whole town knows about it, though.
Basically,
like it's a thing.
Social
it's a thing.
media is like my giant platform for any of my advertising or events that I do and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's to the point now. I've done it so long that everybody expects it every year. So like around this time, people start going, "Oh, when's the hop gonna be? We really want to come out to it." Like it's a good time. It's a good time. There's tons of people in town. People are
I mean, you definitely pack the place down here. Like, downtown's pumping.
Oh yeah.
It's
great.
All right. Well, that's always very cool. Everyone appreciates the good work you do for everybody like that. That's good shit.
You got to balance your karma somehow.
Yeah. And it's funny that you bring that up because that's our next topic. Sort of.
Don't leave us waiting, dude.
I'm trying to pick one, honestly.
Fucking A.
This is a weird one because this happened to me on Friday night. You ever had a guy come up, he orders a drink or a shot or something like that around, and you're like, okay, you're getting there, but you seem cool. and then you give them the round, and then you're like immediately like,
Instantly regret.
fuck,
Yeah.
why did I do
That
that?
decision,
Like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, dude.
Every time I serve Jay.
When was the last time you were behind the bar, dude? Fuck off.
Thursday when you were singing karaoke when you were supposed to be bartending.
I was bartending.
He's multitasking, Brendan. He's
Yeah,
There's
dude.
These videos now the bartender.
Yeah, haven't you seen Coyote Ugly?
They're doing karaoke while they're working.
What's your go-to karaoke
A lot of my
song over
bartenders
there?
do.
Anything by Lizzo.
Oh yeah. I don't know if we've ever mentioned
Holding it
this
down
yet.
for the fat ladies.
One of our producers, Mike, is our karaoke guy over at Mickey Finn's every Thursday.
That's me.
DJ Magic Mike Kelly.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Magic Mike.
I tell you
Go
what, though,
back.
That name
I-
was given to me, my friend.
I
I
go
did
over
not
there a
make
couple
that.
times.
His name's Mike,
On Thursdays,
and he
you
is
do a good
magic,
job,
so
man.
that
You do a good
that
job.
makes sense.
I don't think I've ever seen a place packed for karaoke. That's,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty good.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I give you all the credit for building that up, because when it started, I actually was not working there at the time, and I just remember being like, it was like right when you started, I was like, oh fuck, karaoke, like can't believe it. And then when I came back, like
It's a hard thing to
6 months
push,
later,
man.
it like
There's
dude,
weird
like dude,
karaoke
it's
groupies
bumping
too,
now.
there
fucking
is.
I gotta tell
bumping.
you. So like,
And then the owner of the bar makes fun of you for singing karaoke. You know,
While you're supposed to be working, you're supposed to be bartending.
everybody was taken care of.
Okay, kids. Okay.
so I gotta tell you, like you were
This
talking
will
about
be the
that,
first
like,
podcast where someone gets fired.
Fire me. I don't give
I'll
a
just
shit.
rehire you.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot you had
So,
earphones on.
on that like topic a little bit, because like I've been in New Orleans and there's a really famous karaoke bar down there. I can't remember the name. It's something Kitty Cat or whatever. Anyway, that's not the point. So some
It's like
crazy
every
busy. It's like nuts. Like
Yeah.
you got to wait like an hour just to even get on the list. Mickey Finn's is. Oh, sorry. That place we work
You
on
can say
Thursday.
you can say
Oh,
it,
I can
yeah.
say. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey
Might as
Finn's
well
on
promote it, yeah.
Thursdays is busier than that. It is the craziest thing. And you try to give me credit, but honestly, dude, I think it's just the bar and the venue and the perfect.
Well, when you
confluence
show
of
up to
events,
Mickey
you know?
Finn's on Thursday night and you can't get in line for karaoke because it's just too busy, come on over to Charlie's. Sing karaoke.
Welcome to
with Jay.
Chuck's.
There we go. Cross promote.
The bartender sucks and he's fat.
Which is ran by our other producer.
Yeah, I promise
yeah.
you, there's no wait to sing karaoke at Charlie's.
Well, there's a lot of weight.
I was gonna say there is a lot of waiting, but that's only because
Dude,
Jay won't shut the fuck.
No, there's a lot of wait, but that's just when Jay's
Singing
singing.
wise.
EIGHT.
Jay, do you sing like Indagata da Vida or some shit like that?
We actually do have a sick rendition of Conte Piero.
Conte Partiro.
Pontero. Yeah, I don't even know.
That's
I read the
Do you have
lyrics.
the
on
words?
screen.
Dude, in college, Thursday was
Conte Partiro.
Boats and hoes.
Fuck you.
All
Paesi.
right.
Chaos on my.
Okay.
Yeah, they-
Jay.
yeah, I was trying to hurt your.
Don't Mick Jagger the mic there, Jay.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Well-
suck that thing right off of it.
What's your go-to karaoke song there, buddy?
I've never done karaoke.
Never.
Really?
I sing to myself
Should do tequila.
in
the
the
shower?
car, in the shower.
I love when people do.
I love getting
It's so
drunk
stu-
in my
the first guy
basement
that
and
did it,
singing.
that was awesome, but
Oh, yeah.
everybody that does it now, it's like, dude, somebody already came up with it.
You get drunk in your basement and
I-
sing. What do you sing? What do you sing and drunk in your basement?
I'm drunk in my
Oh,
basement.
Gordon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a great song.
Gordon Lightfoot. I'm pretty
Ooh,
into Gordon Lightfoot.
the
Really?
singing of Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, like the early stuff. Like
I
the
played that last
real-
night here.
The real ballad stuff.
I've only done karaoke twice, and one of the times it was here, and I did WAP, but not the Cardi B version. I did the Richard Cheese version of
Dick
it.
cheese.
Oh,
And then the other
I love
time,
Big Cheese.
I was in
Everybody's
Colorado,
good at that
and
song.
me and my buddy did a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying.
I've
from
done
the
that a
Bloodhound
couple
Gang.
times.
That's a great one.
That's
I've
a
done
good
that
classic.
multiple
That's a great
times.
one.
And
Get some dirty looks for that.
yeah, the
one.
DJ literally goes like he started laughing and he's like, "This is the dirtiest song I've ever seen in my life." It's just like we went with it.
You know what? You were talking about Adam Sandler. My favorite karaoke song to do is Medium Pace.
Nice.
It is so fucking good, and everybody looks at
It's
you.
a great
like,
song.
What the fuck is wrong with
I've
you?
always thought about doing like Steve Polychronopoulos. That's a classic. What about you? You ever get up there? You grab the mic? What?
Every time.
I've sung my fair share of songs.
Yeah, what's your go-to?
If I had to have a go-to, it'd probably be something Sublime or something like that. But
Yeah.
I hate when people go to karaoke and try to be good.
Yeah, they
I
ruin
like-
it. They ruin it for everyone else. Everyone else is trying to have fun, and they're like,
let me restate that. Let me restate that.
Fully agree
Let me
with that.
restate that. I enjoy when people are good and they don't flaunt like they're good. They're just good. I really enjoy the people that think they're good, but they're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That is karaoke.
Bring the passion, not the talent.
I got one example. I'm not going to say the name of the
Pam?
person.
Pam?
I wasn't going to say the
got-
name
we
of the
probably have to
person.
blank that one out.
She used to come to the Last Chance. Like that's when it existed.
Short hair Pam,
15 years ago.
Again, we're gonna have to black that out.
Why?
Can't put their name. Can't blast them on that.
Pam, it could be a
She's
guy,
kind
it
of a
could be
local
girl.
legend,
Yeah.
dude. She's like
Yeah, it's like Pat.
beloved.
No, but I really
Could be
enjoyed
short
it.
for
It was literally
Pamela,
the first
which is
time
a
I went
man's
over there
name.
to see Evan, and it was a Thursday night. It was karaoke, and I just top the train, shoot over to Libertyville, super easy. Walk over there, it's packed. I'm like, holy cow, this is packed for karaoke. This is
You
great.
said holy cow.
Well, actually, yeah,
Holy
I probably
smokes.
did. Oh, gee, Willie.
Ah,
Gee,
jeez.
Oh, this is packed in here. So we ended up just getting a table because we couldn't get to the bar or whatever. So we got a table, me and my buddy, and Pam came on and is doing Evanescence, both parts. Wake me up inside.
Signature song, man.
But all of a sudden she's gone from the stage. And then all of a sudden she appears behind us and she's singing over us on our table, just like jamming at it like so hard. I was so,
Crowd interaction.
I was so stoked. I was so happy. I took my
Everybody
phone out,
loves her.
I videoed her. Oh my god, it was great. Just the energy there. That's the kind of karaoke I like.
Well, and see, that's why I give credit to Mike, because honestly, you bring that energy, and that is one of the reasons. Like, I kind of find it funny that someone gave you the Magic Mike name, because you're not a stripper, obviously.
Thanks for
But
Could
but
be.
I do tell
Could
you,
be.
I
Working on
I
it.
do tell you every now and again that you have like stripper DJ vibes, like when you bring people up, you're like, next up on the stage, it's Cinnamon. you know?
silver stage, it's Darla.
I just announce people the way I feel like I would be announced.
That
So,
sounded
like, I don't
pretty
want somebody to be
specific,
like,
Brendan.
dude, I've seen some karaoke guys and they're just like,
Devin?
yeah, it's Devin. It's Evan. Yeah, this is
No,
dude, I
Devin.
try to bring some excitement to it, man. It's
No.
like, next up we got fucking Jay. You know, like, let's go. You know, let's get with it, man.
I saw two of his buttons almost come undone right there.
That's Devin, your other soundboard guy. You're like, oh yeah, we got Brendan. Come on.
Yeah, I'm a fat
Wow.
stripper.
I think the only thing exciting that Devin does is hit the button that goes, "Brum, brum, brum, brum," and he way overdoes it.
I only
Way
use
overdoes
that
it.
button in like very special circumstances.
Well,
like
Devin
it's
is
got to
very
be
special,
great.
and it's everything.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Going on the tequila thing though, because I you know what I like about
Let's do
karaoke
shots of
singers?
tequila.
Jay, I don't think you need any shots.
That's fair.
So the thing I like about karaoke singers, and one of the things I love about the job the most, is when somebody does something original, when they're different. You know, when they bring something to the table that you've
Oh,
never
that dude
seen.
with the harmonica.
that's yeah,
That guy
fucking
killed.
Theo.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Billy
what the
Joel?
hell?
Yeah.
No, he does.
Yeah, the other
guy,
he does
yeah.
Piano Man, but it has
Yeah.
he plays his own harmonica.
He
It's
does
really
his own.
good.
It was
Wow.
it blew my mind.
One of my
Dedication.
favorite things is the dude that does Colt 45.
Yeah.
And two zigzags.
See,
Two
for you
zigzags.
that's original.
See,
for me,
that's-
I see that 3 times a week.
But see, like,
Yeah,
I also
was
love
gonna say,
it.
I sing that all the
I
time.
also
I'm
love
telling
that
you right
because
now, I'm sober. I'm fine.
there's like times, like, you know, people could
Balls.
have their kids and their, like, as long as, like, they're watching their kids and stuff like that. But there gets to a point where it's 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30, and I'm like, you shouldn't have your kids in here anymore. Like, even
No.
though it's legal
Oh,
for
I
yeah,
had
that is
some
one
dude
thing I noticed there.
Yell at
So-
me at Finn's about that shit.
for that song.
Yeah, for
And
that song.
So
yeah.
now I kind of got and that was kind of crazy because the older ladies who the guy was like upset for didn't even give a shit. He was upset that his mom had to hear the lyrics, which, you know, I get it. You know, it's elderly, but she didn't even really care.
Can't win them all.
But so I got
the,
the idea.
ladies at the table are dancing to the song.
Yeah.
behind you.
So I got the idea that now anytime it's like 10 o'clock and I'm like, time to get your kids out of here. You know, we've been doing karaoke for an hour and a half at this point. I'll go to him. I'll be like, is the Colt 45 guy here? I'm like, And he's like, why, you want me to wait? I'm like, no,
Dude.
like put him on and get these fucking kids out of
Now you're
here.
like, no, he's not here yet, but I got some too short.
But
Hold on.
see, and I'm always
that's good.
like,
You ever heard of a lady named Betty?
I'm always behind the scene. Oh my God, blowjob Betty. I'm always behind the scenes, going up to the table, be like, just so you know, in like a couple of songs, this is going
Yeah.
adult, so you should probably
Like,
start closing
no,
out your
just so you
tabs
know,
and
it's
shit,
10
you know?
o'clock.
Yeah.
Take your fucking kids home. They got school tomorrow.
And that's literally like I get it. Like we are very family friendly. Like especially during the day, like early evening.
Yeah, I
We
know,
are-
it's the worst.
We are a family, but like
Fuck families.
Yeah.
But
Kids
it's
are
like
lame.
exactly
They-
when
they
it's
ruin
10
everything.
o'clock on a
Yep.
Thursday, and we've
We've
been
kids running around.
yeah, like
there's
like
something
no,
wrong.
like
Like running in circles
and like I don't
around
mind
the
it,
table.
but it's also
Fuck
like
'em.
Well-
it's kind of our heads up. This is
And-
what's in store.
And
you
the
know?
other thing that really gets me is like when I set up that gig, I was told flat, this is a bar.
yeah,
Like it's a bar. So I'm just doing my job, and like dude's getting up in my face. He's like, "No, man, you should read the room." I'm like, I'm reading what the owner told me.
yeah.
yeah,
like,
I
I
am
work for
reading the
him, not
room.
you.
I see
No offense.
60
Well, and-
tappers.
And even with that guy that got upset,
Fucking baseball
it wasn't
team.
that there were kids there. It was that there were adults there, but very elderly adults. And
Well,
that
they
was
should
his
be in
problem.
bed
Well,
by
he
8
told
o'clock,
me
too.
kids,
Yeah.
So.
He told me
right
kids.
after Wheel of
So-
Fortune. That's how it
Wheel of
goes.
Fortune, old people to bed.
So you.
I want to watch Matlock.
So we were talking about tequila.
MASH. You ever watch MASH?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
great show,
duh.
actually.
MASH
My-
was like the
my
original
grandpa hated
late night
MASH.
rerun. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, MASH was like on after the fucking Tonight Show.
Right before Hogan's
And
Heroes.
like yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, MASH came on, and then after MASH, it went to back in my day. And then it was time. There was nothing else on TV.
Was that you watching like scribbled like boobies and stuff like that?
No,
He was
no,
trying to
my
jerk
parents-
off,
my
and it was
parents never
MASH.
fucking
No,
strung
because
for
It was
kids.
like shit.
Oh,
Not
my
that I
best
know this,
friend
but
was
that had to
Russian.
There goes a titty. There goes a titty.
Wait. Ah!
My best friend was Russian, and his parents had everything.
That was like one of my good friends. Spice channel. Spice TV.
Dude,
my
whose
buddy
parents
John,
didn't
his
have the
parents
little
had
black
that.
box back in the day?
Russians
I mean,
like porn.
But the weirdest
my
thing,
parents
the
did.
weirdest thing
Love
is if
it.
you knew this kid's parents, you'd be like, why the fuck do these two fucking old fuckers have this channel? Like,
They were probably just like, give us everything.
we
yeah,
don't.
I don't
Like,
think
it's
they
a
probably
status
knew.
symbol.
We like-
No, they
it was
probably
like-
had the little black,
the black box. Yeah, the black
little
box in the day. You got
de-scrambler.
everything.
We like
Oh.
to accentuate our
We just got a
Um,
cable guy drunk.
sexual
and he hooked
life.
up our cable.
and is what it is. So
Jay, you're a cable guy?
Similar.
yeah.
This guy got on a
Fat
ladder,
and
though,
dumb.
so I don't know.
Yeah, you can't get on a ladder. dude.
Speaking of cable guy, one thing I learned from that Chris Farley, the
Hey,
Fly on
be
the
a
Wall
cable guy.
podcast.
Fuck you guys.
Chris Farley was supposed to be the cable guy before Jim Carrey, but he was tied into some other movie and had to go do that.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
I
Wow.
think that's what it was.
Dude,
I
he was
don't-
up for
I
so
don't
many
know.
roles, like
I mean,
Shrek.
could-
Shrek,
was
he was
it
supposed to be
cable
Shrek.
guy be better?
He actually did like
I don't
50% of
know.
Shrek before he
They
died.
recorded the entire
Jim,
movie.
Jim Carrey's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Cable Guy's one of the
Jim Carrey's
creepiest
just
movies
a,
of all
a
time.
weirdo. So it
Disturbing.
works.
That's just
I
because
love
you don't
it.
like Matthew
He's
Broderick.
insane.
Yeah, I do.
I
hate
would still hit Matthew
but I love
Broderick in the
Jim
face
Carrey.
if he walked by me. I would. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Come on Thursdays and hear
If
Jason
he-
karaoke.
I
Let's get
feel
back on
attacked.
track here. It's very easy right
Well,
What
it's
was the
probably 'cause you
topic
are
again?
busy.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Well, that-
Keep going. Keep going, guys.
That is the name of this episode is going to be Jay Showed Up Drunk.
I've been drunk for 15 years.
Oh, my goodness. And that is.
Oh my
and
goodness, really?
That is the end of segment 2. Time for shot number 3.
Eat my ass.
Cheers.
Shabbat shalom.
Who gave Jay a shot?
You did, you son of a
You
bitch.
literally did.
Wait a second. That was only segment 2?
I'm not that bad.
Hot pants is what
Yeah,
I used
when?
to say.
All right. It is time for section 3 of the 4 Shots podcast. We are here with Brendan Rafferty, one of the owners here of Charlie's Tavern in downtown Grayslake, Illinois, where we record every week. So this is kind of, it was supposed to be the first part, and we just never got to it. This is kind of your intro. Like, tell us like how you got started in this. What was your first job in this industry? You know, give us a little background of what you've done before coming here and becoming part owner of this bar.
Everything. No, I moved out of Colorado when I was young, and
About what age?
like just turned 18.
Mhm.
Um, and I was looking for a cheap place to stay. And there was this hotel called the Grand Aspen Hotel right in downtown Aspen. And it was like it was a dump. So I was walking in there to see about getting a room or whatever, and this guy was walking up the stairs.
Did you move out there with like no place to stay? Like you just
I had 2
packed
cartons
up?
of cigarettes, a snowboard, and like
Sunglasses at night.
$500. You know,
Yeah.
1 glove. I'll tell you that story another time. It's really really boring in Nebraska. So
we'll save that for another time.
yeah, that's a story for another time. But yeah, no, I just basically moved out there not really knowing anybody, or just I knew I wanted to be there. I fell into a really fortunate situation. I was walking into this hotel, and it was kind of like a basement entry because it was kind of built onto the side of the mountain.
Right.
So I was walking down the stairs, and this guy coming out was like, he looked just super aggravated and pissed off. And he's like, "You're here for the interview?" And I was like, "Yep." So he's like, "You're a half hour late, blah, blah, blah. Come on." So he takes me into this hotel lobby bar. And it was a pretty big bar. Pool tables, like foosball tables, whole game room setup, huge bar. It was a big après-ski bar. You know, they had like a kitchen, but it was all like fried shit, whatever. And so I'm going through this interview process with this guy.
That you didn't know you had.
I didn't know. And about like 40 minutes into this interview, he's like, "You're not this person." And I was like, Brooklyn Bill was his name, and it was
Brooklyn
Wait,
Bill?
was that the guy you were supposed to be, or
no,
the
that
guy
was
hiring you?
the
Okay.
guy that managed this bar restaurant in this
He
hotel.
called himself Brooklyn Bill.
They call him that because he was from New York.
All right.
Long story short.
Funny thing, he was from Sarasota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Florida. So I'm interviewing with him, and he catches on that I'm not, and he's like, "All right, well, this is kind of going nowhere now. You're like not the person I was supposed to interview." I'm like, "But I need a job,
Yeah.
And he was like, that does take some balls to like sit down. So
And the guy's 30 minutes late.
This is
yeah. Fuck
right,
him.
Right. I was like, I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Didn't even know I was
So-
supposed to be, but I'm on time.
It worked out
Exactly.
beautifully because, so I get the job.
as like a bartender? Or?
I was a bar back and cook and door guy.
Yeah.
And like everything at this place.
Yeah.
Like I was the fucking runt. I was
Yeah.
the guy that just did.
Which is hilarious
whatever.
that you own a place called Charlie's now, because stuff like that I always call, if you ever watch It's Always Sunny, they call it Charlie work.
Charlie work,
Charlie,
yeah.
yeah, that's true. I did a lot of Charlie work.
Yeah.
I never put that together. They
Yeah.
called me rookie because I was
The new
18
guy, yeah.
and
Very original.
whatever I had. Yeah, seriously. It stuck though. But yeah, so this is like 1998. He's like, "Yeah, I'll give you $9 an hour cash, and you'll make probably $150, $200 a night tip."
19 years old, that's pretty good.
I coming from Illinois, Grayslake, whatever. I was making like $6 an hour.
Right,
And
yeah.
like that was good in '98. Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, "You're gonna give me $9 an hour cash," and I'm like, "Yeah, done." Like that guy that didn't show up, the fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So, and meanwhile, I didn't really have a place to stay. So he's like, "We'll give you a room in the hotel until we can move you up into our employee house."
Oh, nice. They had employee housing too.
So yeah, so
Wow.
I got a room in the hotel for like a month and a half. I lived in this fucking hotel, and it was a piece of shit. God, here's a story for another time too. But
Let's go with
the
it.
janitor guy I met there was insane. I actually stole his dog and came back here with it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You stole his dog?
Remember Shorty?
Yeah, I was going to.
Shorty was stolen from Colorado.
Sometimes you got to do what's best for the dog, man.
The dog did not belong with this guy. He would show up at my door in the hotel with in mountain towns they have these really like big long bamboo sticks that they use for like ski nets, or they'll like put up for like plow drivers to know where there's a curb or something.
Oh, to see like how deep the snow is and everything like that.
Exactly, yeah. So
You stole his dog, though.
He would show up at my door at like 2:30 in the morning, knocking on my door with these sticks, asking me to kung fu fight shit. No fucking lie. I'm like, "Dude, what? This is weird. I'm
Wait.
gonna call my mom. I don't know what's going on." Yeah, I'm fucking 18 years old.
I hate to ask
I
this.
got this fucking
Was it an
45-year-old.
Asian man?
No, it was a super white trasher, dude.
It's a white guy
It's David
asking
Carradine.
you to
Piece of
bamboo
shit.
fight.
Biggest piece of shit ever. But he had the keys.
That's even weirder.
He had the keys to everything in the hotel, though. He was like the night auditor, dude. So,
Like The Shining?
Everything. It was pretty much that. Yeah, it's called the Grand Aspen Hotel again. Total dumb. It's like a fucking Ritz-Carlton now or something. But
The Shining Hotel is actually in Estes Park.
yeah, it's Estes Park.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
so this guy had the keys to everything. So I was like, I'm gonna befriend this guy, and
Why not?
let's do this, because I can get into fucking here, I can get into laundry, I can get all the fucking brand towels, whatever I wanted, perks of knowing the night auditor weirdo guy. So,
Red rum.
No, he wasn't that creep. He wasn't Jack Nicholson creep. He was definitely a piece of shit, right?
Okay. So you started there. How long?
Well,
did you
hold
work?
on. Let me finish this
Oh.
because this is fucking funny. So we'd go down in like the parking garage, and he'd want to play like kung fu with these fucking big bamboo poles, and he was terrible at it.
He
was terrible. I just beat him with this fucking
What
bamboo
the
pole.
fuck?
Did he call it playing kung fu?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know exactly.
What are they saying?
What the
You
fuck?
want to go to the garage and do karate?
Yes.
You guys want to do some
Basically,
tricks?
what that meant was like he'd give me fucking Coors Banquet beers, and I'd just beat him with bamboo
Just beat the
sticks
shit
for like a half an hour, and then take his keys and go to the laundry closet and get new towels and sheets.
You just knock him out and rob the
Yes.
place.
And this happened for like a
Sorry.
month. This happened for a
$5.
month. It was great. It was great. So yes, that
Oh
was
my
my
God.
first introduction to the bar business. But it was also awesome because like I was 18, and
Yeah.
I was in a bar partying, hanging out with all the. It was
Yeah.
like the locals hangout. It was like where everybody went. They had the foosballs.
What? It was more locals than it was like
It
tourists.
was only locals.
Only
man.
Are
locals,
there
no tourists.
Aspen
Like-
locals?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, they're ruthless.
I didn't even think
They're
Aspen had townies. I
Oh,
thought
man,
it was
look
just
up Benny
like...
the Blade. That guy. like,
I'm gonna have to do that later.
like short-waisted, above the thigh cut, like Daisy Duke jean shorts and rollerblades, and the Oakley blades, and he would just rollerblade through town and ski. Dude's a legend. Anyway, so that's how I got introduced to that, and then once you you're in the business in Aspen, in the service industry or whatever, there's only so many locals.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get your foot in, and they started me bartending when I was like 19.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. But the place I worked at, I got to meet everybody that worked. So everybody just assumed I was 21 because I was behind the bar at this place. So every bar I went to, they're like, "Oh,
Well, because
rookie,
you're
come
supposed
on,
to.
rookie,
Yeah, you're
come on,
supposed to be.
rookie." Yeah. But I also showed up for an interview that wasn't mine. You know what I mean? So it was a beautiful thing how it all fell into place for me. And
Funny thing, that's also
I-
how
I
Jay
lo-
got his job here.
yeah,
No, I had to talk a lot.
no, that was a casting couch. And you notice that black leather couch in the kitchen back there? That's how Jay got his job here.
Jay, turn your mic.
I had to suck a lot of dick.
Should probably keep it away from
Like this. It's kind of like this, except it was white.
Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah. No, if it was my dick, turn it around to the skinny side because I'm not working with something like that.
You're right.
Yeah, this thing's super bulbous. Very bulbous.
So I was very blessed and cursed at the same time because I fell into this industry.
It's fine.
And
How long
I
did you
loved
end up working at that one spot?
it. Until they tore it down.
How long were you in Colorado for?
About 7 years total.
Oh, so you were there like the whole time you were out there.
Yeah, well, they moved me into. I was in the hotel for a month, and then they moved me up to. They called it the miners dumps, mine dumps, and it was like an old when Aspen was discovered, they were mining silver,
Yeah.
so they built this like basically huge complex for these miners to live in. Well, this company that owned this hotel owned that property, and they just like chopped it up to a bunch of weird little apartments.
Yeah.
And so I was paying like $700 a month for like a wacky 3-bedroom with a chairlift across the street on Aspen Mountain.
Oh,
It
nice.
was nuts. It
Yeah.
was unreal. Like I'd have friends rent for me $1,500 a month.
So you're making money on
Yeah,
it?
making like $2,400 a month
And
and
just
living for free,
riding all day.
selling weed and teaching snowboarding.
Wow.
But yeah, so that got me into this industry, and then it just kind of ever since started bartending there, worked at a few other different places. Like again, I could have a story for every fucking there's 10 of them, but
Right.
it's where I fell in love with it. You know, like I got to be in the scene. It was like I was having a good time and partying, not working. And I was walking, I was walking away with like $300.
Yeah.
I was 18 years old. And
Oh yeah.
I was drunk. You know?
Yeah. Like
It was awesome.
and I like we were talking about that
Got
with
to meet
Tom
all
last.
the cool people in town. Everybody knew me. It was great.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Tom last week. Like if you're not working, you're spending money instead of making money. So it's like that little like swing.
If I wouldn't have met anybody, and I would have probably not been who I was in that town had I not stumbled into that. Job.
Right.
I would have been making sandwiches at some fucking shop,
Yeah.
delivering pizzas for Domino.
And it is.
Yikes.
All right. So what year did you end up moving like back out here into the Chicago area?
I came back in like 2000.
03?
Yeah,
And then
04.
I know you were working here before you bought into it. Like
Yeah, well, so I came back here and it was Grayslake days, and like I would come here because there was another brother Last Chance. And that was like everybody I knew from high school would hang out there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fucking deal with any of those assholes. I don't want to fucking like I want to just fucking drink my 10 Jack and Cokes, 15 shots of Jägermeister in peace. You know what I mean?
Bang,
So
bang.
I found this place.
in peace.
And it would be literally this place would be Dan and Dan, old man Dan and DJ, sitting there smoking a cigarette, sharing playing.
We should
the
have him
Uber
on.
Machine. We should have before he died. Cut that.
No, yeah, that's true though.
Cut that. No, they're great guys.
But
Literally,
But they're old.
That's the part
Charlie's
we're
on
gonna
a
cut.
Saturday night at 10 o'clock would be closed.
Oh, like just
It would
nobody in here.
No one would come here. It was like a third shift bar, so it'd be busy from 8 in the morning till like noon.
Oh, yeah.
But at night, third shift doesn't really exist anymore. But
yeah.
at night, there would be no one in here.
It was second shift.
So I would come here and just smoke cigarettes and fucking pound $3 Jack and Coke, like, and not have to talk to anybody, and it's great. But like the bartender would be like, "Hey man, I gotta take a shit. Will you watch the bar?" 'Cause I was here every night. I moved home. I'm living with my parents. I'm working with my parents. As soon as dinner was done, I was like, "I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out the house." I'd walk up here if it was fucking torrential downpour. I didn't care. So I'd just come here, do my thing, and so I just got to know the register or whatever. Well, one Grayslake days happens, and it's just fucking slammed. And they're like, "Get behind the fucking bar." And so I got behind the bar and basically out bartended the two bartenders working.
So like, I was gonna say
or
like,
a bartender working.
the like the name of like you getting into this industry kind of is like right place, right time type. of
Absolutely,
thing.
100%. Brooklyn
Oh,
Bill.
yeah.
Brooklyn Bill walking down the stairs at fucking Grand Aspen Hotel, Maxfields. Shout out to Maxfield.
Yeah.
No longer rest in peace, Maxfield.
Well, then like so you were bartending here like on and off and
Yeah,
filling in,
I
whatever.
jumped in on that Grayslake days, and then the next week I was like on the schedule. It was like I didn't sign up. I was like I didn't want to come back here and bartend. Like I did it in Aspen at so many different places, and I was kind of over it. Like I was ready to be done with it.
Right.
I don't really like people.
So they didn't
Makes
even
you a
ask.
good bartender.
Amen.
It was not an
Amen.
ask. No, it was like I just got back there, and then all of a sudden I was working here. I think one of the ladies that worked Saturday night, she died, and so I just all of a sudden I was Saturday nights then filling in here and there, and then all of a sudden then I was on the schedule or not on the schedule. We don't have a schedule. I had my nights and worked here for about 16 years. Here we are now.
Hey.
And then when did you ended up buying in here? Like, was it around COVID, right?
It was
2020.
6/8/2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been after it for years.
Yeah.
But kind of going back and forth with the lady I bought out.
Yeah.
Shout out to my second mother. Love her to death. But it was always just the price was never right.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened, and she was sick of it. And
Yeah. Dealing with everything like with this
Basically, it was
lockdown
like,
and stuff like that.
let's
Yeah,
make a deal,
It's
and
a lot to deal with.
we made a deal, and here we are.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you really like turned this place into like not only like a nice, I don't know, like people get upset about the term dive bar, but like to me, a dive bar is like
we
that,
embrace the term dive.
yeah,
bar.
it's like that Irish bar where like I can just go and have a drink, And not only do you do that, but like you get the younger crowds that come in here when they're in town from college. You get the service industry that comes in here. You get people waiting for tables at other places, like because you guys don't do any food, you're just doing the drinks. So like people waiting for tables are coming in and getting drinks and everything like that.
It's
Yeah,
not about the
we're
razzle
alcohol
dazzle.
only.
It's about the alcohol.
and
Well,
the best.
I mean,
I was gonna say the
it's
first
good
time I was ever
prices.
here, he brought me here. It was after work. I was like, dude, I don't want to go home. I want to drink. He's like, go to fucking Charlie's. I'm
That's
like,
right.
fuck
I
yeah,
forgot
man.
about that, yeah.
Service industry is great, dude. I mean,
That's a huge thing, and one of our biggest things is, and it was before COVID, but it was even bigger after COVID because when COVID happened, and we got to open back up or whatever and get back to normal life, a lot of those restaurants are not open on Sundays and Mondays, and they close down at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? You can be open till 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I understand no one's there, but if you set the precedence that you're fucking shutting down
Yeah.
at 11 o'clock.
If you go to a place
But we used to get
yeah.
like everybody that worked at all, there's, like I said, there's 7 other places in town. Everybody that works there, they're off now at 11 instead of 12 or 1.
Yeah.
dude,
So they're down here earlier.
I have
So,
been.
and they all come.
Which
They
kinda
got a
helps you
bunch
out,
of money
yeah.
in their pocket. They're dying to spend it. Just got off work. They want to have a cocktail. They come here because it's cheap. It's good. It's fun. And
Yeah.
everybody else that
Which I mean,
works in the industry is here.
if you're
Locals
listening,
love it.
like the prices here are fantastic. So
I
And-
Not
absolutely
bad,
love
yeah.
that though, that you stay open no matter what. Because I have been pounding my fist on the table
Every
like
single
to-
day.
every
single
bar
day
owner
of
I
the
know,
year,
dude. What
we
are you
are
doing?
open.
Don't close early. Never close early.
Never.
Because then you set a precedent. And all it takes is one person tell a couple of friends, oh, well, they close at 10.
right,
And that's it.
that,
Even if it
that
isn't
one
true.
time you go
Yep.
there and they're not open when they're supposed to be, you'll never go back there again.
Yep.
You'll go to the
Totally.
place that I know for a fact they're open.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, so like some nights, like we won't close early, but if it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and you're sitting here by yourself
Right,
at 12 o'clock, I don't expect my bartender to stay till
right. Yeah.
no one's coming in. It's not worth it.
If you're already here past midnight, that's
But-
pretty much. Yeah.
I basically say, hey, at 11 o'clock you can make the call on those nights, but Wednesday through Sunday you're here till 1 and 2,
The other thing I love about this place,
and that's when the money
is-
comes in. That's when we make the money.
Oh, yeah,
Because
at the
everybody
last
getting
hour,
off
yeah.
work, the last 2 hours is
Totally.
what makes our.
Let me spend a third of what I just made.
Yeah,
Oh,
or people
God.
getting done with dinner and they're closing, they're kicking them out from down the
Yeah.
street.
Nice.
They want a nightcap.
Before
They're
they
gonna
go.
go. They're gonna go. They're not gonna stay and get a $9 nightcap. They're gonna come down
It's
here
a
and get a
good one.
$4 nightcap.
And then you're dog friendly too, and Miss Sierra's
No,
sleeping
no,
over there
no,
right now.
no, no, no.
We're not dog
We're
friendly.
not dog friendly. We're Sierra friendly.
Yeah.
You meet Sierra on the outside. She gives you the okay. That's on her. Don't just come marching
She's
in
the
here
bouncer.
With your,
All right.
but
Well, now after getting through your intro that we should have done in the first part of it, it is time for the 1,
2,
3, 4 shots.
questions.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I swear to God, we got that one the first time, and haven't came close on the second.
Yeah, I
like,
said
anyway.
4 this time. What up?
We can try again if you want.
Oh my God, I don't know. We'll just
No,
leave
it
in
sounded
like
good
that.
to me.
I like
Oh.
it. I like it. It's perfect. It's going with the flow of the night. I think.
It's pretty
What's
much
4
it.
questions?
1. Anybody else?
All right. So this is 4 questions that we came up with that we're gonna ask every guest that comes on here. Let's
Is
go
it the
with-
same questions for each guest
Yeah.
every week?
same questions
Yeah.
every week?
There
I
you
feel
go.
like you should navigate it to something more specific, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go with this. Let's go. With
This is easy to do.
yeah. No,
This
not too
is
much
the
thinking
best
involved.
path.
Not too much thinking involved. That's fine.
So like on your day off, I know like being an owner of a business and everything, you pretty much have to be here almost every day or whatever. Like on a day off where you don't have to come in here at all, like what is it that you go and do? Like what do you do on your spare time?
Sleep.
Fine.
I do
Next question.
Finally,
no.
someone's been honest with us.
No, you
'Cause the
want
last
me to be
couple people-
honest? I sleep when I'm supposed to be at Rudolph's. I sleep when I'm supposed to be here. So
Sleep is great.
I like to sleep. I really enjoy sleep. So
It's a good activity.
You know,
But,
people
you
are like,
know-
oh, I eat vegetables.
I get up and I get my shit done that needs to be done. But when I have any free time, it's sleeping.
Yeah.
Definitely sleeping.
It's the
I
thing
used to have
do.
activities and stuff.
It's the
but
first one
sleeping
that's
is
been
great.
honest with us. The last
Sleeping
couple
It's the
is
thing to do.
great.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, Tom's like, oh no, I don't.
I don't watch TV. I'm like,
You gotta understand, my parents own a
You-
furniture store. I have 2 great mattresses. I got one in my main bedroom, That's fantastic until about 2 p.m.
I like that you have
And
a
then
main
the-
measure.
Well, that's
And they hit a switch and it flips over.
well, no, because it's on the south side of the building, so the sun comes in like a motherfucker at like 2.
Oh man.
So I moved to the north bedroom where it's cooler and dark as shit until like 4, 7, 8,
The
9.
sun
Smart.
is so
whenever I decide to
brutal
get
in my
out.
bedroom this time of year.
I
It's like
hate the
laser
sun.
beams.
I can't do that. I got the
So
blackout.
bad.
I got the
If
I
you're
was
blackout.
just gonna
next-
say I
The
got the
curtains? Yeah.
blackout.
If your
Fuck yeah,
second
dude.
question
blackouts.
is, what do I want to be when I grow up? It's a vampire.
Well, skip that one.
That's right.
So,
That's
yes,
right.
my answer to number 1 is
Question
sleep.
number 5.
Sleep.
Question number 2. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Seven, my
Fuck you.
13th heart attack.
Baker's dozen, Bob.
Bullet choice.
Yeah, right here.
Question number 2. On your way
Fuck
home,
all of you.
on your way home, are you in the car or on your walk home? Because you live pretty close to here too, so you walk home.
Hobble home, yeah.
Hobble.
Yeah, I usually hobble home or drive.
Yeah. Are you a silent in the car or silent walk, or do you got headphones on? Or are you playing like music? You playing a podcast? What are you doing in your car on the way home?
Well, it's a 7-minute walk door to door or about a 30-second car ride door to door. So usually it's screaming at the person I'm with. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's usually in silence and like especially in the
Hold
winter,
on.
like peering out that small little window of like sight you have through your windshield because I'm not gonna scrape that shit to go a block. So it's usually like dead silence, gripping the wheel like this. No, yeah, going home is not a time for me. That's just I basically teleport home every night, but no, I'm not saying like that.
That's not.
I literally live
Is that a
fucking
nice
2
way of
blocks
saying
He's like, I
from-
time travel to my bed.
I black out
could
too,
zip
buddy.
line home, assholes.
I time travel straight to
But
my bed.
When I get no, that's the problem. That's
There.
the problem. I get home, then it's when I get home is when I do my unwinding or
Yeah.
relaxing.
That's when
It's
you
either,
jerk
like,
off?
YouTube like music videos or some stupid program that I end up
Heard
watching
it.
till 5 in the
Nice.
morning on Netflix,
Think
or
everybody-
searching for a program
Yeah.
till 5 in the morning, not
then-
finding anything, and then going to music videos.
Balls.
I go home, I sit on my couch, I smoke a fat fucking bong, crack a beer, and go, I hate people, and then search Netflix for like an hour.
All right.
It's a good answer.
Question number 3. Give me one thing you love about this industry, and give me one thing you hate about it.
Ooh, can it be the same answer?
It can be the same answer.
I people probably
Yeah.
for sure.
For
I mean,
both?
I've
Wow.
met
For both.
I've met
So
some
deep.
really cool people like in all my years, not just here but everywhere that I've been. Met some like really cool people, and then I've also met some people that really fucking suck.
Yeah, I know.
So I guess
Are we 3 for 3 on guess where it's people? I'm pretty sure
No.
the answer has been the
Well,
same.
kind of. I mean, like the last, like Tommy was saying
Yes.
more like people trying to help out, like, which I mean is kind of people, but
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
people.
mean it is people.
so it's up
Not
to you,
kind of
people.
People be
listening.
people and
Quit peopling, you
No,
fucks.
but yeah, I mean, because without the people, we wouldn't be successful.
Yeah.
And then with
But-
the people,
and,
I can.
and it
handle
is like, I mean, like we are gonna get a lot of the same answers with that question, and it's just gonna kind of show you
Well,
like,
it's a common thing in the
like
industry.
yeah,
I mean,
and that is why I do that question first, and then this next question afterward. What advice do you have to a customer, a regular person, or even like I've seen service industry people that need to fucking listen to this question too,
Yeah.
because you work in this business and you don't understand some certain things. But what advice do you have to a customer to be a better customer?
Oh man, again, it doesn't piss me off as much when it's someone I know that's never been in the industry or they just don't understand. But
When I see people in
okay,
the
I have
industry,
a
not, like,
Charlie's answer and I have other places' answer. Because like here, it's basically like fuck you, dude. Get your shit together, or you're not gonna get.
Yeah. This
Like,
isn't Friday.
Don't wave your money at me and scream. I see you're there.
That's-
I'm
oh
obviously
my
with
God.
somebody already.
Impatience is fucked. It's
And
like
the snapping, the whistling,
Or
all
standing
that.
on the bar.
your job is to serve people. You know what order they came in. Like you don't need guidance
I see
or
you.
hurrying.
I fucking hate whistling.
I don't.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking-
The
Oh
whistling
God!
and
I'll
snapping.
punch you in the face if you whistle at
The
me.
money thing is kind of specific though, because like if you have your money out, it lets me know, hey, I'm ready to pay. But if you're doing like the waving, then I'm
No,
like,
put your
doesn't-
fucking
okay,
money
No, I
away,
feel
dude.
like
Pisses
even
me off
standing
because
with your wallet out's pretty aggressive.
That's what pisses me off the most. Is when you walk up to someone and they've got a $20 bill in their hand, looking you
And
right in
then
the eye,
they're not
and
ready.
they're like, "Well, what did you want?"
yeah,
And it's
well,
like later,
I
dude.
mean,
It's like, yeah, everyone brought money today, big shot.
Yeah, like you're not the only one.
and
Hey, I
that's-
sell Subarus.
and it's and,
Gives a
that,
fucking
and that is
shit.
it. It's like know your order.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to say
Mike,
that
what are you
off
doing?
mic.
Yeah, I was saying
Like,
I did it on
yeah.
purpose.
But yeah, no,
I was upset.
know your order. No, like have some kind of payment ready. Like you don't have to know the exact price of it, but just
Or
show
even the opposite, when they just scream at you and scream at you and scream at you. Finally, you get their order, and then they go digging through their
Yeah.
purse.
and
It's like, really? Like,
that's another thing. Like
you're yelling at me to get you
Make
something
sure-
so fast?
make sure the bartender acknowledges you first before you like don't scream, hey, I need this, this, and this, hoping that they hear it. Like make sure you make that eye contact. They give you the nod, the ear, like what
I could go on for hours and hours. How
Dude,
people
so
piss me off.
I always hate
I
it.
really could, and it's not just here. It was anywhere I work. It's just stupid people that don't understand. It's mostly, like I said, I feel for the people a little bit that I know weren't in the industry.
But this is what we're here to
Or
do.
like working in Aspen.
We're here.
You're
We're
dealing
here
with
to.
pretentious
We're here to
fucking pricks
educate these.
that have never lifted a fucking fork in their lives. They've been hand fed everything their whole lives, and they come up to you and they're fucking expecting you, demanding your service. Like right now, I want all this stuff, and then you go, well, what do you want? And they don't know. So
Well,
they got
and
asked
you
a
just
group of
did that
5
thing that I
Yeah.
feel so bad for you guys about is when somebody's at the bar and they're slamming the
just-
bar
man.
or they're slamming their
Like
glass
that?
or whatever.
Like that?
Very nuts. Yeah, don't get Jay
Um,
started.
To a certain extent, they're just being ignorant, but some
That
of
wasn't
them
even
are
that
kind
bad.
of just feel like,
Well, most people are
that's your
that dumb.
place in life, serving them.
No,
and
most
that's-
people are that dumb.
That no,
I mean,
I will
most
agree.
people
Most
are
are
that
dumb,
Disclaimer: we mean people
but
in a
some
general
are
sense.
elite. Some are like
Not our
elitists,
listeners.
and are just like
But everybody else,
Listen,
you're dumb.
you
You're
know.
dumb when you come to a bar.
And I mean, I know it's a service industry, but I'm not here to like. I'm not your slave. Like
I'm here to do my job.
here to-
my job is
What?
not kissing your ass.
No,
it's serving
it's-
food and drinks.
well, not only
like,
that, it's here to make sure like that you're having a good time and stuff like that.
No, that's wrong. You chose it. You're there. That's how it is.
98% of
Yeah,
people are
that's
decent.
how it is.
Kind of got a point a little
That's
bit,
how it
but
is,
it's
man.
only,
2%
it's
of
not
people are
totally
terrible.
that way. Like
That's what
Like,
ruins
you
it.
didn't decide to be a school.
Well, I mean,
Well,
school
some
teachers
people
get
Yeah,
did,
they
yelled
though.
at
talk
too.
more shit about school
All right,
teachers
you know what?
than bartenders.
The difference,
now.
No,
So-
bartenders talk shit about school
the-
teachers.
yeah, that's true.
I'm
I
bartender.
know.
Well, school
I know a lot of
teachers
school
go
teachers that
crazier
get
than most.
Shitted on by a lot of people, and they
Oh,
have a
they're
tough
like
fucking job.
Well, they
ultimate
deal
Why
with-
would you ever want to do that, though?
Dealing with drunk idiots
My
is
girlfriend's
just
a
like
teacher.
dealing with 30
Well,
drunk or
And that's what I
dumb
like.
kids.
And that's what I tell people. Like, especially when I got into management, I'm a babysitter for adults. Like I'm here to make sure
absolutely
you guys
100%.
have your playtime, and you can't get too rough with this guy, and you can't get too rough. Hey, take that out of your mouth. Don't put that in there.
No,
Don't
you're
touch
on
them.
you're
you
on
know.
timeout.
You're on timeout. Like, I mean, that's literally what it is. We're a babysitter for adults. Like,
Ooh, Daddy, you gonna babysit me?
that was weird.
Again, the was fantastic.
All right. Oh, and that concludes the
2.
4 questions part of this podcast. So now we ask
Nailed
every
it.
guest that comes on to give us a story, give us
Just
like,
to ruin
an
it.
insight to this business, like the craziness we do. Just
Tell us something
Someone's pouting.
disgusting.
My mom's fat.
Okay. Stop yelling into that thing.
Sorry, Mike.
It's turned down pretty low, dude. You're good.
Thank you. But give us like a crazy question. Not a crazy question. A crazy situation. Something that only would have happened to this bar industry.
I hired Jay.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And now we have a podcast that you're
Best thing he ever did, by the way. Best thing he ever did.
I'm not gonna lie. That
Made a lot of money for the bar.
Every other
10.
Thursday, every other Friday, come down and see.
We
Jay.
could honestly end this with that. Like that could be your crazy story.
Made him a lot of money.
Is having this guy.
Crazy story, crazy as in how.
I don't know. I mean, just you got something. Let us
Now,
know.
when you
Some
want to
Looney
hire a
Tunes
bartender
people
with
you've
big
had to
tits.
deal
Looney
with,
Tunes
you
people.
know.
Okay, well, all right. So when I
Something
first,
about a shot collar. I heard.
well, that was
Oh, the
I was
balls?
the Looney Tune on that one. All right, well, okay, I'll give it to you. So a good buddy of mine, he had a beautiful, beautiful yellow lab,
Yep.
and he would. It was allowed here because it was
Oh,
friends
that's
with my
low.
old dog, Sadie.
That's okay.
So Murphy and Sadie were best friends, so Murphy got to come to church. But my buddy put a shot collar on his fucking dog, and he brought like remote control with him. And he had it with him, so the dog did it. And the dog was the friendliest dog. It didn't need a fucking shot collar. It was the nicest, dumbest, biggest fucking white lab ever. So we were here drinking Jackson Cokes and lots of Jägermeister, and I told him that if I took the shot collar and shocked my nuts with it, that I could take it and he could never put it back on his dog.
Boom. Deal.
I'm just gonna say, like, PETA is loving us right now.
Oh yeah, Pete, if you want to sponsor this podcast, that'd be awesome.
Sorry,
I don't
ferrets.
think PETA sponsors. They
No,
they
they're
ask
like-
for money. They don't give money.
He said too much. He's mean to the cats.
Is that a beat it up kind of joke?
Yep.
Okay.
No, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Good
Okay.
call, Mike.
long,
Yes.
long story short, I whipped my nuts out.
Don't say long story short before while you're talking about your dick. and shit.
All right, short story long.
Yeah, there you go.
So I whipped my nuts out.
And
I gotta make it long somehow. You're not doing.
what are
it
you,
for me, Dick.
fucking Nat King Cole?
So I let him shock my nuts with his dog collar, and then threw the thing in a tub of water and
And he never put it back on his
never
dog.
put it back on Murphy.
And that's what I'm talking about, man. Dude, that's what you do. You
That's
know,
what it's all about.
You're saving animals. You're helping kids out and everything
Putting your
like that.
scrotum on the line for animals.
I think my balls got bigger after that. Actually,
They probably swollen.
It's
And I
funny
think-
because my buddy told me they looked. He said startlingly huge.
oh, that's right. You knew Kevin. Yeah, you know. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out to Kevin Wood.
Yeah, he was actually my college roommate. He
Okay, so-
he used the term startling.
Here's to balls.
For your nuts.
Like I always open. Balls.
I do have startling nuts.
Balls.
Yes. But that is funny.
Balls.
That's how that came up, is because we smoked weed at his wedding together, and I didn't even know you.
Yeah, we were at the same wedding just
Balls.
a few months ago and had no idea.
Yeah.
And Kevin
That's-
thinks he can just tell
You guys
stories about
compare
me shocking
balls?
my nuts to people. It's great.
Well, that's funny. You were telling me you're like, oh, so apparently I met your cousin before. We smoked a joint, and apparently he's got huge balls. It's like,
They're not small.
I was like, what are you talking about? You're like, oh,
No,
I
the
guess-
thing is, my wiener's so small, it makes the balls look really big.
Yeah, it's
I'm
comparative.
like, I'm like,
It's
I'm
comparative.
like an unsharpened golf pencil.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Or what did Ryan Dunn say? Like a button on a fur coat?
Yeah. Like a little fuzzy button.
Okay. All right, kids.
Balls.
Wait, you're not having fun?
I mean, we could keep going.
It's like
I mean,
that
it's
Wild
You don't like talking about
I'll get
penises?
another beer and take a.
Are you uncomfortable
That's
talking
like
about
that Wild Boys
penises?
Well,
episode. He's like, this ball's
No,
wiener ratio is pathetic.
let's not blow our load in one shot here. As the productions like to say.
I have a ton of
Dude.
loads.
All right.
He's gonna blow him.
And that segment brought to you by Spalding.
He's gonna blow his loads.
Brendan, but thank you for coming on here. Thank you for letting us fucking record here every week. Appreciate everything you do for the fucking community, for kids, stuff like that, dude. We can't wait to have you back on here in a couple weeks when we're gonna, once everything's finalized with the bar hop, we'll get you on here again. We'll do a couple more stories, hang out. It's supposed to be a beer shot.
Yeah, I'm doing pretend shots.
There you go. But yeah, with that, I believe this.
Well,
is
thank you for having me on, and
Of
I
course.
enjoy watching you guys coming in here when
It's always
you guys are
entertaining.
wrapping up and stuff. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
Good idea what you guys are doing. I like it.
Well, thank you.
It's important to tell people they suck. That's really
Well,
good.
that's
really
that's
good.
not what we're doing.
I
here.
understand
That's
that.
not
I
what we're doing
understand that. But in all seriousness,
I
yes,
suck.
That's what we're doing.
here.
They're making them aware
No, I mean,
that they suck.
honestly, the reason we kind of shoot it here, one, because you let us, and you're my cousin, and you own this place. But two was it actually was me and Jay, like we're like just shooting the shit on a Sunday night after work, just talking about the crazy weekend we had, and we were sitting here having a couple beers and stuff, and everyone was laughing, and we're kind of just like, I don't know, we'll share this with the industry. I mean, I like to call this the service industry podcast, the service industry podcast.
Well, here's the thing. All right. So for every one of us fucking idiots, there's 1,000 more out there.
Idiots.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true.
We
That's
are
true.
Probably more
we
like
are.
millions.
Yeah, I'm being nice by calling us idiots. I was gonna say
Degenerate
alcoholics
fucks.
and degenerates. Yeah. But no, I mean this needs to get out there. People need to understand. People need to hear it. And like I'm more interested in hearing once this does get out here, stories from other people, from random people that we don't know that are in the industry.
And that brings me to my next point. You can hit us up at 4shotspodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
If you have the story that everyone needs to hear, give us a shout. We'll bring you on. You tell your story. You get to pick the shot. We'll do it, whatever it is. Basically, within
$6, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. If we got to go buy a bottle, we'll buy a bottle. But it's like, don't be ordering Johnny Blue. Don't be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
And if you are someone that wants to sponsor us, don't know if there's going to be anybody.
After tonight, I don't think anyone wants to.
But hit us up. If you're a brewery, you want us to rate your beer, we'll bring some beers on here. We'll drink them. We'll tell you what we think about it.
That's what I want to do, Evan. I wanted to get somebody, a good brewery. I'm not going to say the ones I don't like.
Yeah. What is that supposed to mean?
Let's.
I feel attacked.
Let's do. No. I'm not. No, I love Mickey Finn's. Love Mickey Finn's.
Oh, okay.
I take the train to Mickey Finn's. Come on.
That's true. It's only
True,
two
okay.
stops. It's only two stops.
It's $4. And it's faster than
deal.
it's faster than driving.
Fucking Uber's 22.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But
Yeah, I'd like to get some breweries in here and sample some beers.
yeah, we're definitely going to do
some
that.
taste testing.
I think we get excited a little bit when we start these. We don't even talk about what we're drinking unless you're making homemade shit. I mean, today we're drinking some New Glarus. Delicious.
Only in
see?
Wisconsin.
Only in
We
Wisconsin.
don't sell that at Track.
We don't sell it here. We fucking ran up and bought some.
I smuggled it across the border.
Yeah, we're still recording.
Why didn't you bring Taco Bell?
Sorry. It sounded like we were done.
It's almost,
There's editing for
it's
that.
almost
Jay.
there. Don't worry.
No,
But
yeah.
again, hit us
Finn's
up. If
is
you wanna,
great. New Glarus
you wanna-
is great.
If you want to come on
Beer
and
is
share
good.
your story with us, 4shotspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on all the other shit, Twitter, Instagram, supposedly Facebook eventually.
Yeah.
Find us
Maybe.
at Charlie's at
I-
255 Center Street.
There you go. Grayslake, Illinois.
Don't see us Monday.
Hit us up on TikTok. Don't see us on- And ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of the 1,
2,
3.
4
Shots.
Shots Podcast.
Go Bears.
Good night, gents. It was a good one.
That was a good
Shabbat shalom.
Here, Jay, that glass.
Ladies.
Oh. Fuck you, dude.
I don't think you have to show them where it's at. Don't show them where it's at.
Holy
But yeah,
shit.
good
There
call.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, just to clear things up, I think we are saying April 1st or the first weekend in April in this episode as the date for the Bunny Bar Hop. It is not that week. In fact, the date is March 25th. So in like 2 Saturdays, I believe the time is 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. We have the following participating pubs, bars, restaurants. We got Charlie's, we got Light the Lamp, we got Emel's, we got The Vine, we got Abel's, we got First Draft, we got Center Cut, Beer Bazaar. All these places in downtown Grayslake. Come out, have a great time. 6 to 10 o'clock, Saturday, March 25th. What?
You say the Vine?
I said The Vine. And if I didn't, I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go. Sorry, Mike. We'll keep you in there.
Yeah.
6 to 10 o'clock, Saturday, March 25th. Come support a great cause. You're helping the children of battered women. Bring some toys. Go to Dollar General. Go to Walmart. Spend $15-$20. Buy crayons, anything like bubbles,
Toys, candy,
coloring books, shit like that. Stuff you can fill an Easter basket with.
Nothing that can be perceived as violent, though. Like people bring like bubble guns or like squirt guns and stuff. You can't do that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Keep it wholesome. You're gonna go to. It's basically a pub crawl. Whatever pub you go to first, you can pick up your passport there. Drop off a toy. Get a stamp. You get entered to win a bunch of cool prizes in a raffle that's done at the end of the night. Hit all the places up. Get your name entered for a bunch of different prizes. Drop something off at each place. If you cannot get your passport at one of these bars, you can go to Rudolph's Furniture. Come to Charlie's. Hit my cousin up, Brendan, at any point. He'll gladly give you the passport or whatnot. If you have anything to donate as a prize, please hit Brendan up. Again, he's basically here at Charlie's every day. The flyer has a cell phone number on it. I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Again, you're gonna help out a bunch of kids, do a good thing, have a great time. It's always a fun time. Jay, I mean, I know you've done the bar hop a couple times.
Oh yeah, it's a blast. And bring every bar has a station for you to drop off toys and stuff. Some people go cheap and just drop off one little toy. You can do that if you want to, but it's just think about what you're doing. Like think about like how much better you can make Easter for how many kids. And you're entered to win a prize that's way more than I don't mean to say don't be a cheap ass, but don't be a fucking cheap ass. It's a fun event. It's for a good cause and it's a blast. You're gonna have a great time either way.
You come out, hang out with me and Patrick. Patrick, you're gonna come, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I know you're working, but you'll get here like halfway through it. We'll have a good time. Maybe.
Oh, I'll have a good time.
He's always having a good time.
That's for sure.
But again, Saturday, March 25th, 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. Come out, do a good thing, have a good time. And like I said in an earlier episode, I think I said it in the episode that's coming out now with Brendan. He said he did 350 was like the most he ever did. I promised him we'd do 500. If we don't get to 500, I am personally, financially liable to come up with that 500th, the 500th basket. So please come out, support the cause, and have fun. Let's go.
His life depends on it.
Yeah. How much does an Easter basket cost?
Yeah, well, you should have done that research before, buddy.
How much could an Easter basket possibly
How much does a promise cost, Evan?
But you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it.
Yeah,
500
absolutely.
baskets. 500 baskets this year. That's 500 kids who would normally not get anything for Easter that is going to get a basket full of toys, full of goodies, all that good stuff. Saturday, March 25th, 6 to 10 o'clock, downtown Grayslake. Be there or be
Square.
not circle.
Yeah. Oh, that's cooler.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.